Gambia baby Janela. Gambia baby Seori. Ale Bonsagel. Ale Bate Jola. Mansole Bate Jola. Ale Bonsagel. Ale Bonsagel. Mandela no buoke. Muna dolu kay Mandela. Dolu ko Hussein Dabo. Dolu kay Dabo. Dolu kay Hussein. Dolu kay Doya. Hussein Dabo la do mole. Do. Ale Bonsagel. Ale Bonsagel. Wallahi Mama Jali. Hussein Masata. Wallahi Mama Jali. Alale Masayati. Baro da bodimma. Nubakunda da bodimma loy. Ale Bonsagel. Assalamu alaikum baringolo bal bismillah yidi online bantaba bi arabalongo September karo till 10th the 30th of September, last day of the month of September. Tomorrow inshallah we'll welcome the 1st of October 2020 tomorrow inshallah. Bal kontona mbal jayla bake normally alonko right now I'll log on to platform with animal binara later. Bal kontona bake mbal jayla bake for your continued support to this platform. Alkala wati kumal menta kana platform wala mai bafla le ko ala baraka bake no appreciate lentin do ko yolu. Not another edition of Political Perspective Show, PPS, on UDP Online Lantana. It's 19:57 p.m. right now across the UK. That should be 6:57 p.m. in the Gambia and Senegal. Obviously, it should be 8:57 in the rest of Europe. Thank you for logging on. The program that will landing Mansatala Tola. Bafla Alamang program starting Bismillah Rahman Rahim la. Alamang Fudakono Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Na banko fana alama alay kairaba sabatin na banko kam. Alama alay kengru sabatin na banko kam. Alama alay yirwa sabat samananje. Don killing alama Mansatala Jata Kende dina in sonomo tumbulu. Because Koko akunta Jata Kende ala kono. Jata Kende Mansura Hadama Dingote Kunola ifangwe. Molle ba kelete barita kelele courant be mel la alama alay la courant mol bondi kam febe solle kono febe loptano le kono bango do ma satalla hino soto ba hadama di ala le ka hadama di jara aka tambini ni docteur ole la ani mel yalon ko toliyo fannale karam bari man satalla le ka hadama di jara do man satalla le ka jata kindadi hadama di bawo atelebe maralin to le soufol na ni sondo molu fenka tamano système ko non don ko fenkala mo je so ba wajibi atalen ka duwani na bulu be duwala sabante frewol fane alaba ni manin ka farkele bawo jelom labandulati hadabadi ni lama woni lama resaya nenelale ati ko bay balolati wala na kumbaya talen ka duwa mario bulu pro asim ndema namina la intra kukendol keka ba antol hadabadi molati wato dol biden kata marala silolale bukatu buluba silolale wato din watin kata marala silolale so nami nala rek entara buluba silokam akana motara marala silola meli alongo itata manfiseti masatala la kerolom ibe damen alama alay lajamo sone mi ba ibake alama alay la salatu ila bulbulu alama alay so arjama senengola mboka imala se hotel bismillah Jiri Pela Bantaba Te Aralba Fanweri September, last day of the month of September, inshallah Elik. Then Bismillah, the 1st of October. The new Bahabasi platform be. Then welcome to the Political Perspective Show. Continuation of Watan Bunde Aferi Gambia, the Dole Sunni Party, the United Democratic Party. Lun Bugarek Pro nguur UDP am in 2021 loolu mooy suñu ite loolu mooy suñu taxawaay te loolu dara bonut si nit ki sooy laajte da nga laajte. It is within the confines of democracy bonut nga laajte si yar ak teegin te ñun loolu la ñoo def si njiite suñu kilifa yi si njiite di National Executive of United Democratic Party under the dynamic leadership of lawyer Ousainou Numukunda Darboe, under the dynamic leadership of the Deputy Party leader Ajaratu Yam Sek, under the leadership of our President Ajaratu Yamundaw Yabo, and all executive members. Si support UDP members yep ñoo xam ne ñu ngi Gambia ak ñoo xam ne ñu ngi si diaspora. Massive acknowledgement to each and every one of you. ñëpp ñu ngi try nañ leen continuer di try si yar ak teggin pour luñ bugg a am ñu am ko 2021 buñ tiit bu kenn ragal ne yaa ngi bori ak incumbent déedéet ku fa nekkoon incumbent la koo xam ne dafa nekkoon si government for 22 years te karta moo ko génne foofu so lu ma wone rek power belongs to the people doomi adama suñu vote si ñooy suñu doole bul kenn wax ne waaw président kenn du ko dee mën a daaneel si election Ghana président bu fa nekka dafa win on election Sierra Leone président bu fa nekka Julius Maada Bio dafa daanoon incumbent léegi gone are those days ba nit di wax ne waaw président kenn du ko daaneel si election foog na jamono boobu passé na so nañ leen continuer the advocacy nañ leen continuer di laajte Gambian si pour ñu vote United Democratic Party pour ñu mën a génne Gambia si tolof bu mu nekk ñu teg ko si on sound footing of good governance and democracy man su suma xelaat tey political party su ma gis Gambia UDP rek ñoo mën a def loolu su suma xelaat man ku nekk ak sa xelaat la ku nekk ak sa gëm-gëm la maa ngi ñaan ñoo xam ne dañ faatu yàlla may leen àddina bu sedda bi ñun ñoo xam ne daf ñu bàyyangum fii mu bàyyi ñu fii si kanam ba pare mu may ñu wér gu yaram ak xel bu dal mbokk yi tey programme bi dafa xala tardé because beneen UDP platform was on te duñu bugg a nekk on all at the same time within the spirit of understanding between us so loolu tax ma delay suma programme bi Lamin Silla's programme was on ñoom Bamba Mass ak ñoom Sana ñu fa woon and I was watching very good show so léegi dañ dee bugga all the platforms of the UDP nekk on live so benn platform bi nekk on dañ dee may wante time so Wednesdays I will have late edition because Lamin Silla's TV comes on Wednesdays I think once a week so loolu tax programme Wednesday dina xal tarda ñu bari ñu ma doon laajte when I was going to start because normally I come at 6:30 so ñun dali loolu atin na nim bara Lamin Silla la UDP TV media kanale aral balungo la kana so wara balungo na programme be kan tele la de demanding na understanding so tole na kachata so ni la programme banda will come so we have this frame of understanding between us so pral sa kalam to nyama mbari ngolo mena kachal kono fanundi la jang bari jani mitala rek announcement na system yalon ko wabe safirola right now Maimuna Krubali Miss Sussex she's still asking for votes abe nyinin karole ke kambulu pour Miss Africa UK Mealonko. The deadline is fast approaching on the 5th of October. Just a couple of days, maybe 4 days left. If my maths is right, my arithmetic is right. So more Mealonko laftaka vote. You can vote every day. Let's support our sister so that she can win. At least it will show that we care for each other as citizens. So please click on the link. Later on, Fanambe GoFundMe link or send la landing Kintiba. Kuno Wandifa announce no la program to thank you Wandifa. Na jara burending olom jaran kolom mamelan ko amantra sahayari ni watu kono beginning karola jaran koli GoFundMe krirai. So I am going to share the link here. I think one of us shared it yesterday. Pour Daniro, Momo Mensuto nga makoi pour alasa sujata kende ala. So mbewo link of an share jane nyato domanding. I'll pin it on the page for people who would like to donate. Landing kinte ba ngabere moja manyanta alon lam jara. Household name long Gambia. Ayakata Gambia in alama ala ya sujata kende ala. Me duala ya alama ala ya kurao nyibonda kang. So abe support la nyini kan Gambia nol bulu sekon mebe diaspora sekon mol mbe mbata jara mel bata LRR momo si menkeno je ilangan yoto. Please donate. So Wandifa is leading the campaign on that in terms of advocacy. And the Memol Tentola Melialonko, they supported and set up the GoFundMe. Badingol is 20:08 p.m. in the UK right now. Alngadun Kachakono, 6:08 in the UK. I will share that GoFundMe before this program ends, inshallah. Mbe tentro dila mola melialonko bebe diamu kan Gambian olu melka diam platform olto. Melialonko kadiami la personal Facebook lives, kadiamu banko la pruka banko londi sila kin lo kambal tentola. Just before that program, also breaking news from Gambia. Me alonko amam nyana more surprise la we had reported this on the platforms na fojane Bakari Baji ikatolo Gambia la new sports minister Adama Barrow apply. But we said this on Bantaba many months ago. Bakari Baji joined the NPP because he had promised to Bakala sports minister. You guys go back to the archives. We said it. We reported it multiple times. Well, I've not joined the NPP because he had promised no ministerial job level. But I don't know what delayed it. But finally, Adama Barrow be cabinet reshuffle lekela, abe cabinet reshuffle political maneuvering of Adama Barrow. So Albe Mol Jalaje Mele Alonga Atela Miro Roto, they will give him votes. That is the reason of this cabinet reshuffle. So well, our brother, good luck to him. Congratulate. A lot of people saying it's a good appointment. Nia Jibe, I would have my disagreements with him, but I think he's better than Atemembi Nunje. Let's be honest. That man who was there was pretty much anonymous. Mobuka feel from sports minister. The former sports minister who's now redeployed to the foreign ministry. And this has become the trend. This has become the norm of Adama Barrow. Copycat 101. Mome Alongo, he is not innovative. He doesn't have ideas. Ayaya Jambela style or Tarek, Naya Momo Boni Minister Yalarek, redeployed to the foreign ministry service. When will this guy be innovative, Adama Barrow? When will he start doing his own thing? Kaberate bring iko nyangu mo iko foi koide la ko hani mampare for bargatam black keke o. Adama Barrow bring atteigning traje ko ni ya jame momo bonda ke redeploy foreign ministry. Asela press release of malo ngamera yo that is something me alonko. It is a text al appointment or so you can copy their page. So bira fenke fanam bondi social security manjang. I offer samba foreign ministry. You know this government is clueless. I don't borrow is complete. I pity people joining this government. I don't know, you could be the best of the best. I'm not going to make any difference on this because this government has failed. That's my view. I have nothing against anybody. Look, joining a sinking ship is not going to salvage that ship. This is my opinion. I would say it, and I will not shy from saying it. I have said it before. This government is sinking. You could be the best person. Ngamol Jajane Wurita Bri appointment minister Samate was hailed, right? Health minister. Very good appointment, people said. Gambians are very quick at that. Kari is a good appointment. We are, you see, the naivety in us. Akamdaleko ya fingo dundi fenko yokono. Munobe koilaleba. The president is misguided. He doesn't know what he is doing, and he is the one taking decisions. So even if you are the finest, the smartest kid in the block, you are not going to make any impact. Let me say that here. We need change at the top. We put Gambia on right footing. That's the solution. Not this jahas bahas. And we are very quick. Yes, look at the Minister of Youth and Sports. Bakari Baji will be better than who was there. I said that. Nakari, because he attending funding at least, and he is like a youth. At a former youth category. So that is a better, is a more much improved appointment. But he is not going to make any meaningful change for this government. This government has already failed. And today is the 30th of September. Let's watch 3-4 months down the line. Let's see what difference it's going to make for the youths. Maybe he will have more conversation with the youths. Maybe he will interact with them. But as long as I don't know about the president of Gambia, this government is not going to make any improvement in our lives. Take that to the bank. So, Iko Trade Minister, Job, ngamera yo appoint na mamme back from mamme pa ayo for na redeploy and then the the youth transport minister for Dramelon for CD Belon ko debuga tolo alim mako ya tolo. He is now redeployed to the foreign ministry. Foreign ministry ya samba oledo. Foreign ministry is the dumping ground for ministers. Wala nabiri fenka samba ja ka bam farati daji. Atondi Kalama, mother of the coalition. Madam Farmada Yalla Tabaja. Akweta Bonda vice president yati redeploy. So the only people who have not been redeployed, Olambra lawyer Dabo Bondi, Agola Dawo Jogan, Nede Jindi Boso Kono, Ferem Malafi Sutia na Boso la fom. Boso etala Koma, etala Dara, eto Jamfajana. So the same thing Amadou Sani. And the same thing for Landing Namudiba, because I'm a Kamfali UDP. So, but all these ministers, Ntofo carry from man family list because they are more the reshuffle man follow. Ben Suare in for Kadim Rasulia follow. We knew this, we have the information, and we said it here. Adam Barrow will look. Until we are not mantra jang Chahandiamola. We have reported this that the reshuffle is imminent. We said it because Gambia is very small. I don't know before the state house. I don't more like a they go and trust their girlfriends. And he kata dolbi je dusa no na be diamolo musol ko na te buka from control, so the information leaks. They all go, hey, keba paretal, ela keba bondilan. So ntofo balikari fala nembe listo teleba malo. Ntofo balikari, but more the reshufflement Amanda is going to come. Adama is bringing a political cabinet. Cabinet Mealongo, he thinks they can win the election for him. The reason I back at it because you back at it not nene phone in back at it deal like NPP regular sports minister. Who wouldn't want to become sports minister, particularly move funding county. Mealongo you ambition also. Bakari wanted to become mayor. So Niga goes a minister, cabinet minister so Ntebe wole Niga, Baula Fekala mayor the Gambian the KMC voters didn't trust to give me the leadership there. Adam doing like cabinet. I'm going to take that on the plate. So I will like. So your promise. Well, not Bakari. Another Bakari declared his joining NPP. So this was in the script. And the reason why I delayed Adam was contemplating who to fire because Adam Bakari his eye is on 2021. Adam Konai Minister Albondi will come follow. But this is the thing. You remove Drami, you remove Job. Those people, those families, they will not support you. So you cannot win. You bring Bakari Badi, maybe Bakari and his family will vote for you. So this is politics. Some will not be happy, others will be happy. So any change has got positives and negatives. And it cannot be a win-win for the president. But Yala Adama doesn't think outside the box. It cannot be a win-win for him. So a minister Membondi, Binian Tofo Barikari Boni minister, and Tofo Barikari, and I don't have books of another file Adam Baroy. Take that to the bank. And our family because near Dabondi Lioto, so our family become follow. So this is catch. This is difficult to do. So Adam has to find a balance. But more appointments, more dismissals are going to come, and more sackings, and then redeployment into the civil service. That is it. You can predict this government. This government is very predictable. Go. Nimo Alpha Sobeoti. Predict alpha sometimes but when you become too predictable, that's it. This is Adam Barrow. He's very predictable. Sports minister from our platform also. How many months ago? He's done it. Just yesterday, Ben Suare wrote on his wall, Adam is going to bring a cabinet reshuffle, Kadim Rasulia Afole. I said it here a couple of days ago. Adama be cabinet reshuffle kelale. Abe molle tala melialo nga America they can win the election for him. Abe momo kela so he think and Adama is think Bakari mu jolality for Ninke Wolom, so I'll get the 4 new votes, yeah? So this is so those people who are celebrating this, you may be celebrating it, that thinking that is a right step for us, but that is not Adama's intention. Adama's intention is everything is political. So maybe about a job memo trade minister, or maybe among doom political konobaka, more influencer. But job for about dame, he over about Kabila ballet. See, I know him very well. Over a Kabila waratale. So the over a family ma, you are upsetting a whole clique of people. So this is the thing. And you know what? I can't see Mr. Job going to the civil service. He was most likely he's going to reject it. Coming Fenke Ajala. He almost successful businessman in his own right, even before he became trade minister. What I mean, NIB, a National Investment Board, he's a professional. What would he do in the civil service? Why would he send an economist to civil service? You see how this government is clueless. Anyway, that's for Bakari's appointment. Let's see what if he is going to do well for the youths. Why not? We welcome it because don't love the Gambele Tanyato. He's a citizen. He has a right to be appointed a minister. Gambia Dingolomati. Ntela opinion is when the head is rotten, the body malfunctions. Ninkumo tolita. Balote tamalano. Anu Gambia membe nyato akungo bele kaputa. Amala kamemfonke. Right? So you can bring the smartest people, the most hardworking people. It's not going to make any difference in terms of performance of this government. That's my take on this appointment. Okay. Sisla ko Bakari was APRC. But Sisla, I think the trend is clear. Adama Barrow football banning Fengetema. And APRC. Yeah, but this is see Fengete. I can melt us and they're all APRC. Adama recent appointments, they're all APRC. He is so desperate. Nga APRC dollar diamo Adam is so desperate. Because Adama yalo na patitabu. Kafute Adama bulu. Anu mella mo kam Fatimata Danso la programme la kununko. Fatimata appointment for you very legit. Fatimata Danso mbari muso a political knowledge. Definitely. Politician ole Martinak. APRC votes. Adama Sita la ya calculate. Abiale Fabakari to Munjata la press conference o mwele. That was very insulting to us. Made the note all demanding. Sakobiraba folk on the so-called victim center. That really hurt me. When come falling up. But this is it. Democracy. It's not a one-size-fit-all thing. Democracy ba wala nyama. APRC le please. And I be continue ala appointment no debe kala APRC le decide. Ba UDP anu atanobe mu UDP le. So ni mo la tala adama kabire ni amo hani civil service ni adama asembo soto. Mo be UDP abi bayla. Take this to the bank. Mo civil servant no adama koita mako ite UDP le. Nasa bonna be bayla. Akam da fel ko UDP la njala irti. Very sad. Jam fan tunga ka behave wala nyama. Ala ni UDP ite men soto ya soto. Na ala da Bakari Bajilla. I don't think Adama Barrow would be president rather. But there we go. This is the dynamics of our politics right now. Adama aning APRC be honeymoon for how long? Time will tell. Because APRC in Kulu ning Adama se UDP jamfa na la fita men soto alaman tankala sinya saba na ya soto. Abe mengalato la wolbe jawla menke UDP la because what about for science ital comment na say manager abato le fomu la canal soronjang APRC in Kulu. Take this to the bank. Nyabe kungo kono korosi rolla. Adama be kugele APRC la bari wo fomo da tarla je ba 2021 Gambia on tol ba dindi la bo so kono. So enough of this appointment. So a person from APRC shouldn't be to work in the government. Nobody said that. I didn't say that. I never said you shouldn't be in this government. I never said that. Did I? So listen to me carefully. Those who have been indicted by the Janet Commission should not be in the government. That's my view. But Nimo APRC, you are clean. I have no problem, personally, because they are citizens. They have a right to political affiliation. I think it is morally wrong for anybody to be supporting Jammeh right now. That's another question. Momoka Yaya Jammeh, you've been loyal to Yaya Jammeh, then you're unfair to the victims because Yaya Jammeh le munyi victim on far. But Nimo APRC le record all no problem. Stuff for the country. They are citizens. But people like Mambure, people who have been indicted by the Jammeh Commission, should not be in this cabinet. That's an insult to us. All right. So, Mbadingolo science in adung topic about. I have spent a little bit of time on this. Some things are ludicrous, unbelievable. But that's Gambia. Yalong mbe kumakilin fola mbe programo datila bi mamango menkata State House kunung for Sana Kamara resigned. Ngajele Sana Kamara isafiro kala Facebook oto Sana Kamara was in Dakar. Then I baby jiwa yule Gambia Youth Unity what mom struggle. Afanamu ata asylum ola sama he was an asylee. He was an asylee in. Excuse me. Sorry, Alan Badwa, I'm just attending to my. No, it's not here. Yeah, he was an asylee in asylum in Dakar. He participated in the struggle. Media team of the State House. Kuna resigned. I resigned, but the Dalila Jimalatna resigned. Ami Bojan Shishoho. Na report all men sort of from State House and then in Sana Kamara Mandiam. Na report all men said Sana Kamara Ami Bojan Shisho Nabuka knew eye to eye. Ami Bojan Shisho Hofango. Na report all men sort of Yalong. There's a hallmark of incompetent people. Molmeli Yalong, they are incompetent. Alkari Koros. They are very possessive, very controlling. Ikalafike la incompetence ninka mabola pour que fongol tandi. So Ami Bojan Shisho ho wodumo fon Adama Barrow fon ni mo lafta jela appointment akake barriality. So I Sanamuta Sana is safero nole. I know Sana is hardworking. Sana lone night doko keleno at the committee level. And mome ala sawato dokola. So you guys Sana frustrate when you're promotion so ngade paper boy I oble so atenadale akayo redeploy le. So Sana ye fonyo. But Sana ko ate injustice me adun struggle kono na yo sign olje ate talo man sekunda and he felt he was treated unjustly. Berabi State House. Molia congratulate level step in the right direction. The former was among them. Bring out your watch on Gambia Safe. Molia Safe. Anyanda resigned and he did the right thing. Ami Bojan Shisho is one of the most incompetent. So far, Gambia director of press, Momo Palasotas, is the most incompetent so far, in my view. Abuka Safere okay no correctly. Abuka Fono correctly. Nimo director of press, you should be eloquent. You should be able to express yourself diligently. You should have that free flow of and have the command of the language. Palaso be manke ye palaso dolbije inyanta diamo nolale hanima safero no bari inyanta diamo nolale director of press in media like diamo ede manke president wala P8 ala secretary around kala appointment on take penge yo manke to mo protocol tifo protocol do ko wodi ite nyanta ni media diamo. When was the last time Ami Bojan Shisho a press conference command State House ala fonyo when was the last time mundo mala journalist or commandi. In fact, last time a journalist commanding stop, she performed so poorly. I felt embarrassed. Gambia almost serious as a nation. Ngo banku dolo dingol muna nawlen leti. Ya director of press in the state house, the highest office of the land. Abuka fang express no properly. Bepare ni anyi nga fanga fena, ako I don't know, she's very evasive. So Anin Sana Kamara Dunda Nyola, so Sana Kamara became victim just like our Sise. Yes, Sana Kamara, good luck to him. He has resigned. And I think Sana should come out and talk to the media. Nico injustice labor in the State House, don't keep quiet. We are in a democracy. Interview okay. Afomole, what injustice was leveled against you? We need to know. Yemu injustice la tandi la meati ne la palaso bula. Funti yeta ye interview okay. Wareni press ya diamu ya tandi Gambia no la because nyanta nyi lon na. Ako fo mamma ninga wordlom fo nawle. Okay, alo fo nyebam. Nawle because maninga kama yimulon nawle ti alo fo nye Roy Jaite kan. Roy, educate me on wo fo nye please. Because ami bojan shusoho anu abe mela nyi palaso to as Adama Barrow ata bonela because Adama kala fi loyalist to his political expedience. Atela political maneuvering. Adama care tol. Adama man care whether you do kono or not. Non that manjam bonira social security. Because manjam out for quality. But I open the foreign affairs. Adama mbali yamar la kukri na jan because jama ningali yamar kudu la katali. Please, next time, can you stop saying this person is redeployed to the civil service? It's becoming monotonous. It's becoming boring. Gambia government, alal fongol bunya, alal fongol respect, for karanalti ni government bang. Every redeployment, move to the civil service. Come up with another style. Ali jamme Musa la kol bula. Subhanallah. Jamme Musa was not this poor. Yaya Jamme came up with this. Yaya Jamme manjawara la system utaka copy. Atolumang innovative. And you want to continue ruling Gambia? Every minister Bondi redeploy to the civil service. Please, next time, write something on that State House of the Gambia page. All the people are laughing at us. That is a page, State House of the Gambia page. You go page, you not present, redeploy to the civil service. Is that the only language that you guys understand? Come on. How many so-called technocrats will live around the president? Why would you even ridicule our foreign affairs? Because you have converted it into a dumping ground. It's sad. Amalole warata. Niye alajire kabrin Adama Sita Sanjinani. Na minister bone na manke UDP minister sol redeploy to the civil service. If you farmata Jallo Tamaja, redeploy to the civil service. For cry out loud. Why can't you just have this smart thinking? The whole cabinet, they don't have any innovation. Adama Barrow just play Jamela playbook. Anung otumo aka mol bondi on a Friday because Jamme fanan kawleke. Biri mol yo fanan complain bilon Thursday, bilon Wednesday I cabinet of say yo fanan stop le. But otumo ala change all Friday because Jamme Musa leka mol bondi Friday. Adama Barrow has no vision. Adama buka kuke no afonye ya Jamme ka melka te kawleke. Please ngal danila. Alkana molla banko ridicule. Next time, if you relieve a minister of his or her portfolio, just leave it at that until ya move blood or resafoko character. We are not interested redeploy to civil service. It's nonsensical. It doesn't mean nada to us as citizens. Ya redeploy like abanta. Niba move to another government department. But is the civil service the only redeployment center for ministers? That shows the lack of depth of this government. That they don't have the horizon. And what you think adding Bakari Baji to this cabinet is going to make a difference? What is he going to do? Number one, he is in the sports minister position. He is not going to have impact on the overall policy of this government. On key issues, no. Yes, youth soul is key, right? But he's coming at a very bad time when Adama Barrow has started locking horns with the diplomatic community, international community. YEP project, Jumaleka Finance, European Union. Youth Empowerment Project through the Ministry of Trade. Jumaleka Finance, European Union. European Union, a diplomat from the State House, Adam Barrow Kate Jala. What is the budget of the Ministry of Sports? The overall budget. Does anybody know? So this is the crisis that we are in. But sana la situation obetende. Sana Kamara adefane efonyo. So this should be a wake-up call to more mobile civil service. Nga message obula ntofo bari kare la telephone otole. Kunu. Nga eko sana yenyi menke de tele nyanta kera. Because it is a positional heighter. But instead, Ntofo Barikari went to Peter Gomez La Pruga. Nga mol jele ba tag on Facebook auto. Everybody Suleiman Ben Suare will mol bafola. Ibrahim Silla is a disgrace. Ibrahim Silla is a disgrace. Because yala Ibrahim Silla la problem net. Ibrahim Silla wants to stay longer to be a minister. Gambenol, yalong alinkari korosiro. The more you criticize him on social media, the more Adama Barrow is going to keep him there. So Ibrahim will love this. Ndaka tofu bantaba men for da camera loko abgala finka tofu nyine be diari ngai. In reality, you are alone ko nka mambore criticize mambore still in cabinet. Say Omar Faye has been criticized heavily on social media, on platforms. He's still there. So Ibrahim Silla knows, okay, you bukan na kuma for the wrong. Then I'm not adding Adama Tajala Kombedu Kelane. So the Moshe Hussein will can criticize, Suleiman Ben Suare will come for Malik Ali Sen will Sisla Jana will be criticized, Leben Karikajola Facebook or more Adama Ben Trosla. But in the I don't want to go into that narrative right now. What is immaterial? Ibrahim Sela Niano Adama Barrow Ebulaji for 2021. Ninga Ajini Nzena Be Wafasinolaji. That's not my bread and butter. Anyway. Then I want to go into the more intricate issues right now. Because Dr. Mamadou Lamine Sida Job, Gambia for a former foreign minister, and in fact, Namaraketa Gambia ambassador under this government to France, seasoned diplomat. Atele resigned to Yaya Jamela time as a foreign minister, but Yaya Jame British or deputy high commissioner, Joshi something, you know how I saw name lale. Yaya Jame Yowoleke personal non grata, Kabai. That time, Lamine Job was supposed to travel. He was a foreign minister, and Atele Yaya Jame advised Kakana Obai. But Bri Yaya Jame went against his advice. He did the right thing. Professional Okamenke, Ayala resignation of Safe. At Diamata Kunum, and Fatu Network about new draft constitutional. Yaya Londo. Near Dr. Mamadou Sida Jobla Diamo compare and Ibrahim Silla. Two educated people. They both went to university. Obviously, this one is a doctor, higher academic qualification of Ibrahim Silla, but Ibemo Karanality in their own rights. But in near assessment of this draft constitution, someone in Banco, Alingam Foninigamune of course. The difference, the variance pedaming, Dr. Mamadou Silla Job, honest, objective. Ibrahim Silla, misleading. He spoke mumbo jumbo just to please Adama Barrow and just to cement his ministerial position. What on the variance today? Difference over wallet. Mamadou Lamine Sida Job Somandambala audio lamoikang. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Momo mala audio lamoy a la reaction to this draft constitution ay amarol mendi Adama Barrow. Adama Fona sita e lamoy Dr. Mamadou Sida Job la advice la. In fact, I mansakunda yamar le ko nyin draft constitution o kana tinya wo nyama. Ako Adama as early as next week. Just cabinet reconvene. have another look at it. Yellow Justice Minister imposed for him to resubmit this bill again on the draft constitution. Mbala audio plela janne. Dr. Mamadou Lamin Sida Job ay diamol menke brani fatu net ogbe diamu kan. Nsella moy je yama kendol mendi. Ñin diam sifalu ngawle ni Gambia. Ali Lamoy, Dr. Mamadou Sida Job la.
When we have foreign troops in this country.
Ali Lamoy.
The economy is here, and I did not see the reason why some MPs were beating their chests and talking about their independence and so on and so on. We want to be independent. But the best way to be independent is to have a document that is respectable and that reflects what the Gambia is after 22 years of tyranny. That document coming from the government should have been the government's baby, should have been introduced to Parliament in the following manner. Here is the new constitution. This is, after all, the inquests and the consultations that were made, and you are to examine it and perhaps even vote on it chapter by chapter to have a consensus, and we approve the whole thing. But when you bring it to the MPs and you tell them that they have no ability of being able to modify it, and they see all these different...
But that was clearly untrue. That was not true. That some people are saying they didn't have the authority to, some would say, to even remove a comma from the charter.
In one way or the
other,
that would have given him, at least you say, we accepted that you take 5 full years. And because of those 5 full years, we thought that if you were re-elected, you are entitled to only 5 more years because we want to rigorously observe the term limits of time.
Okay, Maringola ala baraka bake, ni audio jam fatale. And I have a formal konole. So the reason why I just bring the sound bites, because I'm going to jama by the Fatu network phone. And ngaje dole ba fokanko is an insult pruka Mamadou Lamin Sida Job compare. Look, I'm not making a direct comparison. Let me make it clear. Ngaloneko academically, in terms of influence, these guys are miles apart. Dr. Mamadou Sida Job la CV record in it. Me comparison let me make it clear. They are all educated, yeah? But doesn't mean that I'm making a direct comparison. So guys, don't take my words out of context, please. But Aliamo Eleko, Abe Mansekunda Yamarikam. But this Dr. Mamadou Lamin Sida Job Abaraka, Bankudin Kendo Nyantakaneke, Longitude Nyantakaneke, but let me tell you, Ila advice will fall on deaf ears. Adamata Alamoila, Ala Minister Soltar of Alamoila. It's very unfortunate, but personally, I cannot see this draft constitution ni Masakunda Yamburunam back. The only Msemenkeno, Nimbanko Dingolye Banko ni salvage on the 4th of December 2021. Ya Adamabaro ya Bay. Now, Wafasije nga Masakunda Sobe Osindi, that government will definitely bring back, UDP government will bring back this draft constitution. Ibrahima Silla was very dishonest. Ibrahima Silla ko atata Peter Gomez la programme otole. Ako Mansakunda, ako Adama Manging process of influence. Subhanallah. Sometimes Ibrahima Silla la ko kan jahale. Ntolu Gambia nolu. Palaso jaretele fonga alanya silango sotole bang. Koni din dunia ntetula nyin dunia kono. Koni modi nyin palaso titala kaburo kono. Modi nyin nafulo tita kaburo kono. Na brother solala al hakilotu. Atolle nyanta karanna more than anybody. Yaya Jamela minister le. Yaya Jamela vice president le. Yaya Jammeh la molle melkata kalila ile Yaya Jammeh Musa fon hayna be halakiri equatorial Guinea iko hada madi wota silala ala laba je ntolu bele be jam siaka jata tata interview la ko atete nyin draft constitutional support ntolu bele be jam cabinet fundita nan iko retroactive clause is discriminatory cabinet Ibrahima Silla fon dabe mento ako etole 23 clauses fanna mo ni sabale be ni constitutional man so men je Ibrahima Silla be lori janne government jumale ka below samba National Assembly wo masakunda buka fundika interview ke Yaya Jammeh bring alaftan sambala 1997 pro kada referendum la Yaya Jammeh la masakunda ye radio program leke if fundita iko banko dingole ko let them vote yes Ibrahima Silla be Gambia le fan nyim masakunda nan ake Ibrahima Silla fo tata for the people by the people ya nyininga fo de be nyin draft constitutional support la among hani adafola ko basala ko is left to Gambian people. Well, look at our law, Peter Gomez. Yalong, sometimes it's waste of time. Can you la diamo fon lamoy? It's very sad. Ning hadama dingo buka ibuke mire la kaburola. It's no brainer. Mo be yalo ne ko nyimman sakunda nyin draft constitutional sabotage from the word go. Well, Anna, that disingenuous justice minister, he went there and did not defend the bill. Ngali amoy Mamadou Sira Diop la. Look, mo sabale nyimfo. My fati yafoli. Lawyer Dabo yafo. Ntolu ngafo. Iba fula ko ntolu be political la. Dr. Mamadou Sira Diop na be political la. We had let's listen to that click.
Councillors at the level of the municipalities, local government, that Salah voted with the MPs to be able to give them their freedom.
You know, his disappointment at the Amtad Bladoleto, Kala just
this draft constitution
a responsible face, if we want them to listen, was not really some guarantee, and the money was with them, so they blocked it. But you see, Mr. Jai, I come from a school of thought where we do not want just to criticize. Everyone can run down somebody, run down the government and so on. Establish it.
Flatly, he turned them away. What do you make of the president's role in all of this? Someone that promised to, ensure that, in fact, the reason why President Barrow said he was not going to resign in January, according to the 3 years deal, was that there are things that are very important that he needs to ensure that they are achieved. One of them, he did say, is the new constitution. What do you make of his role in all of this, in this debacle?
I'm very glad that you've mentioned that, and in the context that you did it with a lot of understanding. Without being patronizing or underrating the president, let us face a few simple facts. The president, when he came into power, made it quite clear that he had no experience in government, but he was going to surround himself with people who could give him good advice. And I think until he changed the government for the first time from the group that led him up to the approval of a development plan, he was right on course.
exactly. Bingo.
But he's a human being, and I give that to him. And it is very difficult in his position to be able to see quite clearly into certain things. In my opinion, the president is surrounded by various factional groups. And if these people were seeing things as you are seeing it, as the majority of Gambians are seeing it, the president will definitely not have fallen into this trap where he finds it difficult to get out of because his personal interests are being pushed forward by people around him who force him to create this stalemate. If they were able to give him the type of advice that he would have been able to benefit from by the coalition members, who you see even some of them have now come right into his own camp, this would not have happened. So instead of speculating, I believe that the president was also erroneously advised not to see the European groups, the British, the European Union, and the UK and others who want to see. That was a big diplomatic mistake.
Exactly.
I do not know.
Look, Brimba Fokan Jambaringolu, I'm doing sound bites of Gambia foreign minister. He is a top diplomat. He was a top diplomat. Seasoned diplomat Lemati, Dr. Mamadou Lamin Shirajo. That was a diplomatic blunder. Go. You don't have to be a diplomat to know that Adamalo Actiono was a diplomatic blunder. You don't bite the finger that feeds you. Bulukondingo mega domoro kala ni o king. Ebe do sa fon sikala no leba. Ebe koja ro sikala no leba. Honey, you don't bite the finger that feeds you. Common sense. Small, tiny Gambia. Yes, we can brag. We are a sovereign state. Come being ame fenkeba foka nyaming. Fabakari Tomonjata. Well, Gambia was a sovereign state, but Allah President Yahya Jammeh was going begging Taiwan, Middle East to survive during Tubabolia stop aid deal. Allah's World Bank, we knew where Allah's bank wall. Molla trade gateway koro akawoletanu. And molla 1 billion lettered. A lot of money. That is a lot of money. So Aliamo Mamadou Stella job la ko he president on yima advice cookie. But yalo men can come far. I cannot stop talking about these people. Because I don't just forget about Ibrahim Silla. Look, I'm not talking about Ibrahim Silla as a person. I'm talking about the office he commands. He's Gambia's information minister. The day he is no longer information minister, I'm not going to talk about him. And he has to stop misleading Gambians. Nama stop, we will not stop talking about him. At the end of an fab caller, there's somebody calling me from Spain. I don't know who is that person. I am going to put you on speaker. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Yes, hello. I'm live Lebantaba.
Okay, no, okay, last time I go to the Maya Kaji when you get up and now. Okay, then I go in Kumokono, Masua, but I cannot Kumokono them and as a cannot come in Yongolam.
Come on, I'm sorry.
Yongolam.
No, Mandingol go for Yongolam.
Yongolam, come here on Niba was Senegal Mungo Yongolam.
Oh, okay. What I tell her interpretation of it.
She called Masua, but I cannot Kumoko.
You know what I mean to the Gambia? Okay, I will. Okay, Molia Moila. Let people react where they like interpretation of correctly. Now, I understand the munum. Malo Mandingol Gafa and Yamin. But let's wait for the callers. Other people will definitely tell us. Zabarakabake, thank you for your call. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Bariola Barakabake. So, Fongela Kumolfo. Fab Kodo, in Chinese Kodo. Report on Fana Gulrajane. Fatou Baro. Gambia the most dangerous first lady. Gambia no nalka jutu Fatou Baro la. Alka jutu fenela de. Aliamo le wolu Fatoumata Danso Bala Kumolfo la. Ko atele reported allegedly ikonyin dipito atele ke bribe. Fatou Baro dunta scandal kono janne. Adunta scandal kono janne. 35 million. Me alango Chinese company wala dunda 35 million dollars. $752,000. Chinese company ning ntofo bali kari me alon bi aya da kari. Ibrahim Silla, why can't you be honest and said you clarify that on UTP Online Bantaba. Koni, Ibrahim Silla Lemahani, Malafika Bonim Palasoto. He went to coffee show. I have been to online platforms. You didn't go to any platform. Ibrahim Silla, you only made that clarification on UTP Online Bantaba. But I had that karika Bantaba to because now I offer Adamo Bajindela Bosokono. Ala audio bijane braba fogal. Peter Gomez Kaiko, why did it take this long for you to clarify? I have clarified this on online platforms. No, he did not clarify on online platforms. I am for Bantabale. And then he won the fala interview. Ni won the fasani. Another Bantabale, UDP online Bantabale, I clarify all it. And only one the fasana interview. One the was there. But he refused to be honest. Kafoko, I clarified this on UDP online Bantaba because immediately he mentions that tomorrow he will be among the ministers to be fired. If he wants to prove me wrong, I okay. Now UDP online Bantaba for coffee show, and he doesn't want to be fired. But you see what? Honesty, the H word is important. Niman lafia reference la, don't reference. Kanafoko, ndata online platform also. One monkey tonyati. Nying 35 million kodo company me alonko wolle adundi fa kodo ta fatu bakar ako melek kodo momala dunta dame hani sign adama borobo ka ko diamu government buka ko diamu momala kodo dunta dame eko reportedly eko wolle contract ko win bari ngajele epia NPP mol ba safe kanko Ibrahim Silla ko contract ko ma win follow fam. Yeah, the contract may not have been awarded, may not be awarded, but it is almost a given. Ko Chinese company leba win. Gambia yo kumu ngunu la je. Birimbe programme la jalla shi ko kumole adama la delegation obo mol ba safe la jang. Ndenga mero no mol ka tonyele. Amanna ke tonyati ba. Nsinyo, okay, nsinyo wolo na nawleti. Nsinyo lom, that's the right word. Nsinyo lomiti. Nkuke nyol lemiti. Yes, wolom, that's it. Thank you, Malik guy. Thank you, wolom. Nkuke nyol. Signol lemiti nkuke nyol nyanta kamalu. Ha, signol de inyanta kai ni signol kana si signol e jutuila. So nying kodo Chinese company, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Ben soare be ole foga. So how nyin nawe project so Ibrahim Silla be wurla jan ha nyi mo wol bank project lady tenin ntol man kuke nyin dal. And you know what? There's another advice that is really pissing me off. Love the Ibrahim Silla nala man sekunda advice la. It's really it does my heading. Nga bula nga audio bula. Man sekunda adam baro la nyin clueless government bali amar la kuke na fanana. Please, for cry out loud. Naltata program auto. Alkaraka fengol molka call partisan le ha there are people who are bringing politicians. Gambia saying what dantan le bejere. Ko ko isa dundi diamo kono. Politicize, partisanship, ha mole interest groups. Alila diamo koros de. They don't defend on policies and ideas. Because we by default we have to be partisan. We are part of different political groupings. Ndolde UDP le. Ajol man ka UDP la. So we have to be partisan. Nalla kuolte kala kilenti. Bora manke kon kal kelele en ebe. Mallo janga fuko Bakari Bajila appointment as sports minister is better than Membiji because ntol honestly. Man na janka Bakari Baji Damakra. Nte I say it as it is. Bakari Bajila appointment officer ta memenunji. Let's be honest. Yes. Bakari Baji lobbied for this job, Tonyalom, because he joined NPP, because he was promised a ministerial job. We said it 6-7 months ago. Marvo B. And we are vindicated. He joined NPP because he had promised that he was going to be sports minister. I said it on Bantaba. That was the reason why he joined NPP. Otherwise, he would not have joined NPP in a million years. But then, that aside, he would be a better sports minister than the man who was there. And that's how objective we are on this platform. Because we want to be honest. But these ministers, Sako Ibrahim Silla be dan la kukli le lañu diamo kan kam fale nak. And I'm being serious. In fact, I am going to write to Peter Gomez. I want a debate with Ibrahim Silla on Peter Gomez's program. Because Ibrahim Silla gets away with a lot of things on that program. I think, Peter, what you should do, bring balance and when you bring government ministers, bring Mali Jobate, or you bring Shehu Sedili, or bring Court Pasambajao, so that that will make the debate. But you only allow the ministers to speak, to react to questions and answers, text messages. Let's have a debate. Unless the government is sponsoring that program for Peter Gomez, then we have no control. But if fair and balanced, near ministers or Samanang, and they want to talk about national issues, bring the other people. Because Ibrahim Silla was going to Pamodula program, Aborta. Muna Boriniji. Brindi Yankuba Dawoya a challenge, he ran away from that program. And I'm going to write to Peter Gomez. I want a debate. Magala Halifa Salah Lakod. Let me Ibrahim Silla debate on Peter Gomez program. Because Ibrahim Silla gets away with a lot of garbage. He gets away with a lot of garbage on that program. Every little thing, we know them. We know these people, their interest group. Where was Ibrahim Silla before? Was he not UDP? In UDP? For UDP, lema ministerial position of Ibrahim Silla. Because ala UDP membership, wala na Adama Barrow yata minister. So today, if people are in a partisan group, respect that. But when we are discussing national issues, stop hiding behind everything. Yes, they are partisan. Everything, some people are. And even Peter Gomez Kaiko, Beradi Antako, this country, everything is politicized. Akaiko Yamara Laman Sekundale form participate in the politicization of that. The key architect of politicizing everything in Gambia is Adama Barrow and this government. Even COVID, Adama Barrow la politicized Ibrahim Silla. You saw in Senegal, Macky Sall invited the opposition. Opposition on Macky Sall the eye to eye. But Macky Sall sat with those people together in the interest of fighting against COVID-19 in Senegal. Did that happen in Gambia, Ibrahim Silla? So who is politicizing Gambia and national discourse? It's not your clueless president. President me alonko en ya nyini ka kotenke. Bri Adama Barrow tata bero lalan hakalan. Nyomi. Abeke telindir diamoltiji. Ha ite ko itele mol soto moti, bari ni ko nyinyata moti, ni somanda sita, mbalo no jumala nyinyata jumati. Is that part of national discourse? Is this not being political? Even Peter Gomez pinned him. Ibrahim Silla, ego GDC ya report in his store, GDC. Ibrahim Silla kate moji, akate my information kalam tawd. He's trying to do. You know, I'll audio from ma transfer. I would have played it here for you guys to listen. Baba Sanela say on Forumoto. I was listening to it there yesterday. Very annoying. But me yamada kukilina. Na yamada flale di Allah be platform and I hope you would listen. Because me memfoga is sensible. It's becoming monotonous. It's becoming boring. Every time minister redeploy to the civil service. Fatally your language damale understand. Ali will stop. Wala yamada killing it. Yamada fulanyao. Allah stop algaf moleko. Mola views are just partisan. Ha social media. Yala ninke yamari ko la jay ka talal mona sal ka jibele ka social media ma baake bam. Yalo nge kelejo fa ngal fata social media la. Pa modu fa ne ma ko gal fata pa social media. Saying they have put the foot on the brake. Mo buke may ka social media castigate. Ali nga debate on issues. Yes, I am part of UDP. I'm not hiding that. And I don't want this government to succeed in terms of winning an election. Ntemo ma bofam. And I'm an opposition to this government. What is happening in America? Are Republicans not going against, Democrats not going against Donald Trump's policies? You know, democracy. I come to go footballer. Footballer, two opposing teams. Nindole bolo kick la jana, ilafraka score nindol. Now, this is the game. Right? But we are fighting for votes. You expect me to come and start supporting your government, particularly a government that is clueless? But the government is very good at lying to the population, particularly a government that's very corrupt. The government that failed to establish 4 years, no anti-corruption commission bill. Sanjinani. Sierra Leone, ye anti-corruption bill also. Ani Sierra Leone president be sita nyola wati kelin. Where anti-corruption bill coming. For the anti-corruption commission, I could recover sooner or later. I don't know about stop anti-corruption bills established because the man himself is grossly corrupt. Adamala Nyinto Amabeke a political caller. And this man, Ntofo Balikari, is going to this program. Akafoko, no. adama man Ibrahima Silla ibela kaburo dibindi kan adama barole bari ni bela kaburo kono adama te tarla jede wallahi billahi wallahi tallahi ntafla astaghfirullah adama le nyin constitution sabotage billahi wallahi tallahi sinya fula mbafula ko denke adama baro wala nyin constitution sabotage a tele nyin député wol sponsor anala muso fatuba baro for them not to for this thing not to have the 75% threshold akola monte aningala nyin surrogate soul melialonko they are just hell bent in keeping Adama Barrow there, the Adama Barrow dynasty. You have to maintain. So if somebody wants to go on the public platform, a media, you want to mislead Gambians just because of a ministerial position? Fonibe sambalo kaburo kono alama jamfala madwo isa alama jamfala alama yesu simani jata kende yalla. But it's going to come. Tol belom. We will all go. Ni membitale ni minister position otita. Mona tita. Wala na momo be kumo kola forek. Wallahi imira ko kitiyo be male. Mamadou Lamine Stella Diop. Abala honest opinion na jibe ka adu adama yake ambassador to lemu. Na fana lafida asekeno Fatoumata Jallow Tambajang. Where is Fatoumata Jallow Tambajang today? Dr. Mamadou Lamine Stella Diop and Yamari Kendall Mendika. This is what Fatoumata Jallow Tambajang me alonko e mol fajang ka Al-Quran ayol karam. Fengo say Al-Quran ayol karam. Today, she should be the one to give this solemn advice to the president. But she wouldn't do it because ye palazzo ya recommend wala. Nyim palazzo. Nyine Africa delundi ganao. Nyim palazzo wale Gambia delundi ganao. Wala this anybody. Look at this Bakari Baji. Let me tell you. Don't be surprised if he also becomes praise singer of Adama Barrow. I am just giving a heads up. You know we don't get because more of the career professional. Wait until I find a cabinet. He will be defending Adama Barrow here. He will become Adama Barrow sugar. Not at a political rally. He will start praising Adama Barrow. Don't be surprised. Today is the 30th of September. Note this in your diary. These people don't believe in anything. They just want to keep these jobs. I come to cook book kun def minister na fone yo denga duga ajana. Hamga ajana la de Gambia, Africa. Minister post ajana la in the sense, I'm just saying metaphorical term. Munuma ko compare ajana. Luma mena ajana bundawla. Because denga good salary. Denga tuki. Denga essence. Sa jabar dina am moto bopam. Sa hale dina am moto bulana yobu school. From tomorrow, Bakari Baji will have a utility car that will take his kids to school. Jabaram subuga dem marse. Driver moko yobu. Monsi bopam. Defa am moto bopam. Essence du neka problème am. Mom dundambi dina commencer di rafet. So nekki so gomut yalla. Lo amuton nga am ko legi. Nga ne wa fila aduna bi des. Mande mom dama jamu Adama Barrow. Astaghfirullah. Luma min jamu, ken munuta jamu domi Adama. But that's how sometimes it comes across. Ni be joy yalla hadama di ngonoma. It turns out like that. This is how it's going to be. Saya moto so membe la muso sama marché oto. Police be salute la. Ya telefono di la. Ni dara ka foko no mala honorable minister. Molbe celebrate la Facebook. It gets into you. Some people cannot contain it. And you know, you said, I don't want to look. Why didn't they fatene? Li yep. Judgment dina ñew. Moy judgment yalla. Fofu lañ dé faté nak. Place bum ta nit faté fofu. Ko fofu moy mujjé. Kiti yo wala be labanna. Place wala dia and the comfort. Bulta ken faté ne até dina ñew. While so defend Adama Barrow si dega. Lolu dana bonu si. You can staunchly defend him as long as si dega la. Man kerok am na fi werante ak tunko. But guy somebody was asking a question that Adama Barrow lu form party bi dafa ya loi. I stuck my neck out even though I'm a staunch opponent of Adama Barrow, political opponent, but I said no. Adama ma loi tinya because tena kaburo dibindila. This is how we should be as human beings. Ndela bila nga Adama Krista fonga tanga fani yafo. Ndila nga Adama la Krista fonga nendiroke. It's wrong pour ka moneng. Wala na jaranka broda Kalilu Sedili aka diamun for moto e men tolanna mol men ga diamo kana ka yamaro ka ko mo kana nendiroke ngalo advice nka appreciate bakele na broda lam jara brem broda kalilu sedidi every day asina ko amokana adama neng mokana loya usinu dabo neng kunu fanga musu dolla audio mo for something sise ko nangolom abe anyon sise ko nanga broda la me dole yikay usinu dabo nenne nyin ko atebe APRC la kay ko ni usinu dabo nen kotenke me kuma fole ita fay ko because imanya usinu dabo nenna usinu dabo la niyo la nyim bankoy so nendiro is wrong anu mo ni be mo oppose to nyakam but Gambian tol buka ñine fe ni member defend la and what is the difference with the APRC ministers and new ministers or alito fo ñaba so Fatou Babaro ate ñu kuriya jama kata duma ñi musundi mo la katra ko wala na fa me digress la little bit. I just want to piggyback on some of the points that Fatou Danso men fa la programme UDP alinkana complacent UDP alinkana fo ko majority bento lebulu alingan effort to redouble Adama Burakan APRC vote sol no bakele be wala nan contenta bringa ni musundi ngoni moy ako ate bota APRC le anata UDP you know I ole fo okay announcement o dole bota jam alinga o lamoy important announcement
din na soto jam
alo wala UDP la
executive bi nga mitino le soto manjay piroto kabiri mbakan na deputy party leader ya itandina ko ka fon sagu dundi groupol kono e dimasili ni alanin kila sonta fonyin kol men tata fo mo tan sabanen fen fonyin sol wolle ko tay APRC inata UDP sai ibinyantana la manjay piroto dimasili ni be bemba soto laje be tabirol kele be kolbi kala ton fendi yano ko be ñu groupe ko na dibe Gambia sato ko no janne ni so se futandi no manjay biroto dimaselu talantang e imari se futananji parce que molle be foleji ko mol yalon ko wabi important na bake motan sabanin fen fonyin kol melbota APRC musolo inata UDP o ni se o baleti bi ngamiti no sotoje ni deputy party leader kata aji sukay na kanyol olidi ba wala nyol ya kompinol be bibi no bi ala baraka fonyato mo be sakata nga funti ngata fasarola be politiko la kono ala baraka
yo ambari ngolo dalilo men ngani audio play jam because anin topic on kana men discuss connection or so announcement about the UDP National Executive konyin sibito iko mo tansaba wala bota wala be foni bota APRC nata kafu UDP nying is important news nyinin Fatmata la diamo tatale bawon kana wala kacha lafta connection le kala ndobe sulari nyinela nge samana ya join UDP adama be nyini kan mfana nge nyini gambe dingol la miti ali momo se mo samana no ye join wala na nyimo tansabo ya announce UDP announce and UDP am so ni data phone nyinde kala comme fake news ti ko adama barola fake news imaje GDC la mol nata e ko adama la mol comme fo ko GDC la mol counter e ko abe mo faniyality but UDP e ko mo tansabal anu Fatma da be nyine fokan ko al nga bol APRC mol no ngi samana adama bantra jikrim fenda Gambia APRC la vote sol wala na le fa bakare to mon jata la press conference joji amata adama criticize kan lawyer dabo dron ani may fati abo le criticize kan lawyer dabo ni may fati dron he had a go at them but he was very soft in fact nabe adama mala akake sort of sarcastic comment leti dron bari abuka adama hit because adama ma itol dal bebe fully killing. So this is the thing. So APRC nying political we need it. Not only APRC, Gambia dingo Gambia dintol ngaje ko ibe value add la. Let's go. Wolon keba lang sane nyinefo keba lang peranata UDP. Alinga ta outreach. Nani outreach nyanta ka emphasize jam. Bari mbadi ngolu janimbe nyina la rek mbatu nga landing kinte bala fenko share. I think I should be checking my phone. nimbe program or sometimes some important messages mbukeje foreign program banta, which is not good. Nka nyomin kayale ke. Bato nga nyina GoFundMe link or share jang page also because that will nga pin ni momo ba support la please you can support landing kinte bala GoFundMe jani menyana la nga share jang. So nying is very important. Wala bring any announcement mo content back. So Foni ngaje mo bitala aji amunda yabo beautiful national president will be heading the delegation there. Kataji Pruko Womol welcome. This is a welcome news. Ngamol bismillah join party okono. Diaspora long Gambia. This is the only way that can show. Fatu Babaro nasty politics la duma. Nying MPolu ani Maimuna Sise Dabo wolu ikatu meeting wala ibe cool tinyalan. Even in draft constitutional. You roll bale pledge. So ibe monyu la duma. Anong albuka adama la diam jama moy. Anala muli de tinyaro la duma. Yale ka menfo iko yen tol bulanga diamu santo ito be menkela duma ba kelale. Wala na adama ba fo kan ko ni ko nyi nyata menti ni fano keta. Alo man ni ka mansalim ba fol. Yala ti mansalim ba fore so manda asakoy. Adama e kalumo la di Gambia no la jande. Aka UDP le garo le ko ningal kala mole siatan tedi. On the 4th of December be koylale nin katewol ko. This is in simple terms, you know adama la kumoti. Ay kalumo le fa UDP kam. So mokana adama borola put you on the rate. Mokana on the rate. UDP numerically ndolanga strength shot without a shadow of doubt. Fair, transparent election, UDP will win hands down. Wala tele after new spot counting bondila. Wala ne after bondila. But wote kala no. Tapale ya wote kala jam. Mbamfar. Adama baro ni lafa fitino samala na Gambia. Rek afo new spot counting bondi. Wala ne la mol fond they have back pedal. Imurata komale. Yes, spot counting ko yo landile. Mina diamo fanna dola. Bi na brother on Kara Yakub. Malawi Europe Banku Jumale. Jali is calling. Now I'll have to contribute. Jali, welcome to Bantaba. Nimbara Benyadi.
Jata wule nimbara jata kuda jata wanjana kowa. Ada makatu kujato di bara fai wanjana ngol gulo.
Baringo, ako niko yenyi nyata moti. Alo mandeka kama yao fanyari. Ni fano keta.
Yalo seko mandingol ka fo nek la mandingol be folo batunde le be konton na be tetula be je be la be konton na al ñoman sia keta ñame ya fo ñama ma fa ñama kanunte ya ka mode si be la moya du ndefe e ka fo ñama
Abaraka
to mbete ala my count le bukat jata bara muti bato wati wolo katare dia mola adum ipuka sai kuma kilom kan foni kuma be fo na so tayna muruaka tay dirin sa jubate kala jula jali be konton na be tetuna be jali
abaraka
seku fulol ka fole ko taro lumbata mayo
wala mudi nak
wala mudi ko mini o buka bate Adama baro na ala ni molden be siri be parampara de kullo di be ko be tamandila mele kullo tamandi mele fero tamandi mele la londo use ta Adama baro ganyendi UDP la selection auto din kilinte wol ko mele fero dada ye plano ke ye fero be dada ka Adama baro samba ka dala sidala ka dudi coalition auto fa binta je Adama baro mele ya buru bi critique memba ko Oto Adama Baron ka fole jakan ko bida koronda baba te keno la fulati dindi meron yalla wana fama te keno la fulati
tonya
so ate kadi mini ubembe ako yalong Adam Barrow ya bila on the ground campaign Adam Barrow yalong ako ni mo be mansa ni tan e ba fa le bi ko ate mansa la mo de mansa ni da bara president
ha
ana ba de ba fa le express
ha ba la express dan ha
ana fa Adam Barrow fa ne ko Alhaji Usainu Nukunda Dabo the Secretary General and the party leader United Democratic Party, UDP Party, you are not and what is a Secretary General for the president candidate totally. After Adam Party of Party of Nyambo Party or Telmukuli Party. UDP, ya law. Lumen that they are registered, will only be a good.
Tonya.
UDP will not know for a good. But you know, a wala fen konta ma soto wala ka nyambo ki ko sembo bala fango bala makamo bala barako bala la molla ko mona ke bi bela pat yo kulli man
tonya bari yalon jari dole fa safaro ke ML Jabi ako ninko former president sa kafuje fanango ex failed president comme yalo ya jame ni me ya jame remember la mbuka fo dictator le mati
yalon president yalon jawara bi ya jame jawara ba ta ni to famanta ama jawara gondum gulum la ko yaya ko ay taymodi jawara la ko jawara
ha
fo adam baro man dara sini bakir ta ta sida kara taymodi adam baro e yaaja be private adam baro bi da mo don
ada Dakar lene bari no ate man la fate kana lavida ngate tinki tanka nga samba nga mabuni blaw janimba samba la kiti yola
ni ise ko ni karan ko yaata mo da ati kana la tala ite be fero men be da kay se ko yen e be dum la para tanta ya ron da fo yalla wala ke ni mo ko te ko ni be gambia ta na fo ko de kay ko ni ku de da folo be da gambia ko je fero folo be da gambia ko ite ya be de fero do gambia ko je mo de folo da se ma fe UDP de tala UDP alfalbo
wala la fero foloti
ite sita yeko adima ko no dundi wota ata ko no dundi la politique
I lawyer dabo promise le de ko abe UDP la political bureau for bisla be pare abe na sulata la fengo na Gambia bo le kala ate we ka comme ala do kala sort of ay ke kinti banko kam but I president ya auto ate boludro
the president dabo imagine dabo e jale funa akoy ko resources ban para to ina ko de tonta ikale ko business la do la ka ba fekina akoy ale ko do ke kila ata man stupid o ke ba be siri mele
honestly the bottom line is honestly loyalty to the institution me akuda manke jam fantumuri ko Adama Barrow
no
bari jali munake bula ika foreign service ke suntu kungoti dumping ground ayatina mol be nyembula foreign affairs fema foreign ni minister bay redeploy to foreign affairs comme ye ka suntu kungoleti sai mol be nyembu kan wodula fon la fon because anybody who is fired from this government Adama later ya redeploy foreign affairs for de lenyi fo akande jelele this government is very childish
because yala munebu Adama la foreign net nyata tubab duti nyata
oh god
yalon mansa se ko di mansa be kede ala mansa be fidela nagi mo ke do de joku aka mo ke do is ko la ko sadi wo je kuna
Jalila network ko be dakam
I think ambassador be saba mala ta hani exercise ko na di Gambia
alani ambassador li nafate la de
kina se genne kota ko ni be jam kabra UDP la ni ambassador ko ni tabina ambassador ko c'est un problème on a dit ko c'est mo di mais faut se d'abord ko ba se d'abord ba di après ba bari maje birin Gambia melia fero dada agari ko ni ko you water you don't have to say you ada ko tema then let us say ko mo Katsiri danka alfadi danka useni danka imani ni ite palasi imani bagenti ni palafo kaje fili palafo parce que c'est un dia palafo adama ga foi da ta jariya na alfaki to mo da la nek na para fo fa bu sa de ke no ko di minister of youth program bari ni ko be fa bu non la kata ko je la kan la bi ada bu no ni la ko kata ko ja al ta da bu sin na ba ati ite jamre ite bole be ko te adama ya ite lotti sen akul ati ta wa se sen ala ko ati da ko adama ma sa kunta ko mo ti ke ben ka ko se no de na ma ke ben wanu da ko sen ko ya balu ta UDP ni ko fa ni to de no fa ko ala ta ko da
Baraka Bake Jali, Baraka, thank you for your contribution anyway. You love ko kaya abu adiamo buka bamfola. Thank
itiñatal de sen jara silam fan fo jara fulol lebe wala silo kam fo kubru lebe jara
me ortula na kebale bul Karim Rasul ate seje jabi abamba ha ate seje jabi ba ate barako ako kumol kana koto ma bunde ayo jamaro le di hello
adu na koto ma tambita de na de fudela sabe potom ki fimba attaque le sedo
Baraka Bake Jali, thank you for your call. Thank you. Well on Jality, Manchester, not brother, maybe Manchester. Very contribution. Okay, breaking news coming to my phone. Eco Gigo Construction and Guy Enterprise. Adaba Barola Masekunda a contract di wala Pruka Basela Marceo construct 72. Not colossal amount. 72. Is this a million? Yeah, $72,605,632 is colossal amount. The press release issued by the Ministry of Transport, Works and Infrastructure said a colossal amount of $72,605,632 is set aside for the reconstruction of the said market anytime soon. The $1 million question is, Mama Renika I can't tell you single source like single source nimamratata tendarina Gigo Construction base marso ikanaje construct le multi-million dollars base market foreign newspaper in report B Gigo Construction Guy Enterprise have been contracted by Gamworks to rebuild the base market which was burnt down in February 2020 by a mysterious fire break. Governor Conte speaking at the handing over of the project, the contractors in Basse on Thursday, 24, 2020, Esa Conte, Deputy Governor of the region, told the people of Basse to take ownership of the market construction work, to take ownership of the market once construction work is completed. So Nying is positive news for the people of Basse. This is good, but questions again about whether this has been tendered further through the tendering process. How any contract award nyadila. These are going to be follow-up questions, knowing how this government is. So Basse Marcio election kana si dalben sifal jalalde. Ngani yamaro le diala jang alkana Adama honorate. Adama 1 year to election Hakalan Silo Foundation Steno Lota. Ni marse wolbe aitina babulu soma abe dulal and because monekeke. Let me go back to the topic. Janinka that the next topic. Because tol Gambian or lom. Eko farabo ye nyama ke barawole nyama. Right. Adama baro nala mole menfo. Nyine yaya jame winning the birai projection law. Because Gambian olu, we have this phobia about projects. We have phobia. No sort of Gambian in general. Hey, the perception of development is yet a marche kutolo dulato. Even at a mol conco be mol fala satokona. Project ole dodrom, eko he nyino man sekunda sobe. Adama baro APRC can unify. Sign ajibe 1 year to election, abe current $72 million construction multi-purpose market abe ole lolo base. So puruni basen kolio jiko, he Adama be dokuola. Nyinonde, don't be surprised the next Berikama, right? I'm just giving you guys heads up. This guy is desperate. 1 year alwajela, but it's good for Gambia because ni Marcio keta barse, Marcio keta Brikama. Let nobody. But me more yamar la menna. Alal fongol nyininka munana Adama man nyunuke. Okay, fair enough. Barse Marcio wo janital last year. But all these projects will be run can make. Sanji Saba Sanji na be president yala. ayaya afaswo manka mankunda atayata le ko lo ba munana manyin blado le this is food for thought and again bal remain le kuklena Senegal wole fayda sotol de meltata Dakar alalon ko apply wadi Senegal do kule bar folati na Senegal yo katro fayba gamiro alin kakari tariya nyinala Adama Barrow is desperate afongola ya fa ko atela tam ala do kule ba sindila wala abita dulal tole so nyini albenyin sifal jalalde imaje tariata because I minister from dewundi kan right atata hakala nako ako mambo njani fenkene ni nyin silo parabi bailal so ni minister say bebe ima nyim fananje works minister wo fanambe koronto wo ma fiya bay atata nyin project on sign quickly so ministers have to deliver right now election yale be kikam because Adama wants pour banku dingol yafu ka be do wala aluka Adama Koros this guy is not serious so pour ka banku dingol nenen ko yefin nahate mo wala gear si suñu politics ñoo nene wala ñanta banna la politico atol membe diaspora alal badingol call Gambia melbe URR alal la mol call Adama ñi mañana ne karto fa Adama ye Marceo is a public funds amanke Adama la kodoti Adama bigi aseke fo birin Adama manna birate be Yaya Jammeh kodo fo Yaya Jammeh project le ke Gambia Yaya Jammeh schools or low Gambia bi Fabakary Tombong Jatta was outlining the number of projects but where in a Gambian Yaya Jammeh kanubang hani daji ko mambete Adama Barrow fana daji ko mambete so politics of deception tubabol go politics of deception politics in nahante ñoo nene politics man ninkol kay ka ñoo nene na ko ñanta tambila wala le ni ñaaton ko na sulata mbulu carte wala aya fanke ko awen do ko wala ni nga winda lumena sanji fulo sanji sabobe aka fongole develop atatol hatila covid-19 funds only COVID-19 funds only. Woman kale le sinti. Billions ol men dunta Gambele. Alla draft constitutional. Adama Barrow mal danko. Bar sa abita barse marse lola. Hakalan silo aboto lola sain. Foundation story sora manje man pare folo. Ye berole la. Fabe pare la jani election or not. Momolo. So this is the politics Adama Barrow be menkega. Anu nyin jamal le bekela. Albe nyin jamal le jelade. Maybe I'll say every month project result. Last month yamaneke jam. Ye kodo men dina ka kodo tala musol tema. Ibrahima Silanto for Barikari atalta to announce. I press conference ko komandi wala. This is what they are going to do. You know, albuga Adama Koro. Look, Adama mani election mo ta hanti de. Nintol be sirin jang. Because Adama la mole men faye Gambia no le nene wo diatale. Ikanyene fa State House. State House ikayne ko Gambia no le diamba nene wo diatal ko tayta marché wo dada jana yekara molo jana ni election no sitare ba fay layne ikanyene kata State House. So ntolu do ko ben tol lebulu alinga diam formol to alinga na mol engage on civic education nyaato ngo jali be kato fay ba daji college bala moma mankutu kendo soto hanata e Gambia be ke sanole Yaya Jammeh hana Gambia be ke sanole fabe kato fay lay moma nga mofa moma yalango lahidi tinyala lo Adama Barrow moma yalango na ko mo fo bi abugala ko mo nyin abuka timmandi nabe men timmandi akanyun promise non fulfill ala interest wala woti Gambianol base marché electional kanasi I bet ni electional is in 3 years time ni marché wote lolo this year ni no electional is in 3 or 4 years time Adama te ni marché wote dala sign but sign election is coming he is going to do everything abe minister sol kango detalale they have to go and do this for Gambia ngani politics sifale need bang so we have to give the message Ndolka message level atuda carte file level file katodel. So thank you to the person who actually sent this message right now. Adama Barrow project sign for Basse Marshall Canada. So URR Mall is positive news for you, but politics of deception lebiji. So sign bill on the next topic auto Janimbe program banna wolom. Just before Jalia Kolke. Na brother dole message of lana funo to be Kara Yakob Malabi Europe le Malum Banku Juman for Austria lomba Malum. Anyway, somewhere in Europe. Ikoko Moleba Fokanko lawyer Dabotel Lola 1997 Constitution. Hence, this debate is going on in the anti-Dabo forums. Better Gambia, APRC molba propagate kam barola molba propagate kam. But I thought Lawyer Dabo put this to bed. Beradiam the press conference ko kusaba damale atinna atete lola election. But hani saying UDP jawolu Lawyer Dabo jawol be diamo keka. Anu ntolla UDP modol fanan jawol kataria confused lale. Alfana nyanda alona le ko birin party leader nata ko kusaba damale satina. So hanato nyune monefo aliata leila kol muta kuma kuntango ti doron. But dol bi rek nit ñi molé ko mo rek. So somebody left a message for me. Iko NPP molko because of your Lawyer Dabo baile. Adama Barrow ya baile as vice president, public service. Not at the Gambia constitution. Section 62C ngamira. Wo mafon Iko it qualify like near after you are terminated while in public service. So model ko Lawyer Dabo ya baile. Okay. Let me read this relevant section of the Constitution of the Gambia. Ngani message o kinyi fo ninke o fo ene bi. Nga ni momo be batan la diamola. Ni message o dila. This is where it becomes interesting. Section 66 subsection 4A unequivocally states that the office of the vice president is not an office in the public service. In the 1997 Constitution order. In this constitution, an office in the public service does not include A, the offices of the president, vice president, speaker or deputy speaker of the National Assembly, secretary of state, or a member of the National Assembly. So, Nyanyin Tandiko, Lawyer Dabo public office definition of apply. Nemo president, nemo vice president, nemo minister, secretary of state. What do I do? Secretary of state, secretary minister, speaker, deputy speaker, and then also assembly member. So this definition doesn't apply to them. But secondly, these individuals claim that Honorable Dabo is an ex-convict. Hence, he is unqualified to contest in the December 2021 presidential election. They drew this conclusion from section 62(3)(c). Interestingly, these individuals deliberately ignore the preamble of section 62 subsection 3. So a person who, while holding public office, has been found guilty of any criminal offense by any court or tribunal established by law shall not be qualified for election as president. Honorable A.N.M. Dabo was convicted for holding a public demonstration without permit in that criminal offense. What that could be debatable, notwithstanding the preamble alone debunked this claim in its entirety. The preamble, a person who, while holding public office in the Gambia, the word to underline is holding public office. So UDP jawol fananko ikoniye moment kisindi. Balo yadama manke public office di. So that public office definition does it apply? So me UDP more be that to carry. 1997 constitutional Lawyer Dabo is qualified to contest. Let's bury this. Ngani fo formol tole nga fole alta li lalie sino. Ninyu kuma kuntango jabo mu dailati. Party leader natale ame mabo adiamda Gambia le press conference aya fole explicitly ko kusaba dromale sa stop no angamara kusaba fole. Lawyer Dabo mo constitutional loyalty. Ni 1997 constitutional ma allow num ko den na fole leko well until Lola no for the draft constitutional pastor. He will not shy away from saying that. Abafula leko ninyi constitutional bidere woyem banle. But namono ofo. But APRC mole be la kunta yala ni barola mol. Because iman karankela mol je diaspora jande ibe safero bafula go. You know, when you are ignorant, don't exhibit your ignorance. If you are ignorant, don't exhibit your ignorance on social media. Because don't be symbolic. That is really symbolic. Can you ideal put in on social media in such a manner? So embarrassingly. You don't know, but you want to behave like somebody who knows. Saying Gambia mo be kala constitutional expert leti. Hanu mol mel yalonko, ibuka English word or spell no probably be Europe je be Angleterre. Ibuka Angale kan correct ringol fom fono, sa wolle fam ke moliye janko itolom constitutional expert solti. Why can't you guys give us a break? Mol mel yalangal be NPP, you cannot even albukal from construct, and you know what? Some of them think that they can speak English. I laughed at them when they speak. Because being in the UK, to make your accent like an English doesn't mean that you can speak English. Past tense, past participle, present tense, alkal be jahas bahas. Nalbe diamola. Unknowingly, albukalo. You can be in England for 10 years, doesn't mean that you speak proper English. That's why you go. That's why you do English as a subject. Hani tubabul men fombe jam. Ila kangolom. Ngoy ka day exam ko English. Fo jam na dinni ngol ka exam English ta as a subject. Hani tubabul men fo la kangolom. Ikatale ka safe. So some of these loose cannons, MPP loose cannons, maybe more faka lawyer that is not qualified. When you don't understand contextual meaning of words and the contextual meaning of constitutional manke coming, I come to Al-Qur'an Benyami. No, nte compare because Al-Quran kuliya bata. But ninko example, let people not understand because Al-Quran ibuko ni compare. I take that back. But Al-Quran speaks in parables. That's what I'm trying to say. Al-Quran speaks in parables. Al-Quran do biji. Nal tata Al-Quran kono bajela ala kafu we. Malum fal you understand. Nal English kara we. Ala manke witi, amanke plurality. Masatalla nabala warofola. Ali londi tiyo nyininka. That's where the we comes from. Because ate wara tele for I. Wala Al-Quran speaks in parables. So model get confused. Okay, Muslim God is one, but neither Al-Quran we. Some of the verses ni masatala be diamola it can ascribe as we. Allah the theory nyininka. Because ate wara tele for I. He speaks Al-Quran in parables. So constitution of in that same manner, mbe analogy la de. Constitution Al-Quran wala na tekla kilinti. But near constitution of an jibe, ibuka wodo jibe rate ko nga understand that public office. Ita you think, oh, la adawo kata I masakuna dogolta or the public office law. The constitution went further because I don't understand kugelena. Yaya Jame 97 constitution I from protect ye bakele. I the minister shall protect. Well, na that public office ama apply to them. But the kuklin Adama Barona la mole kuklin nimisa. Ngalo we nimisa back. Ngalo guess what that is. You should all know what that is. I don't need to tell you. Adama Barona la mole kuklin nimisa la balu kono sign. And they wish the clock can go back. Can you guys guess? I want to test. Who will get the answer? Adama Barona la molu ye kuklin nimisa ila transitional kono. I don't know who is going to get the answer. Your name is already. Adamakatra Syrian State House like a blue king. Thank you so much, Seni Sawane. That is the age limit Yemen falling. Adamala Molke blue king wala le munati na age limit of falling because the age limit of benu 1997 constitution then do lawyer double the law la next election. But alala ko jele. Masatalla te damale kala ko ke. 3-4 years ago, Adama Barrow ning aya lonko membe yalo mobukalo membe ke kansama na lonko fall out be kelani UDP tema sai nyen last arjuma lungo kadima rasul ko nyari ndol mu nyefe to leti ndema nga nyefe to nak mbanga ndabo nije tungo ning kadim rasul wollo nyefe to ndema nga nyefe to I take that back ndema nga nyefe to ngam fama bon nije bari bamam has anes tungo itol mu nyefe to leti thank you to everybody. A lot of people got the answer right. Very smart people listening to Bantaba. The age limit. Adama blocking. Adama is biting his fingers. Analamol. Because they are looking at the constitution, every aspect. Aliela diam la balde diaspora journey. Bringing draft constitution that they went and lied on social media. Ikonia the UDP bringing draft constitution because 1997 constitution Adam Barrow is not qualified. so the section o be jibe kan but nko ale dankeni ya ko man satalla le ko loya dabo inshallah abe lola presidential election and inshallah be win 2021 ala la kerolo nyiti ni ala bala ko kela hadama digo buka fengore iko fengo men bete bondi la ji ibuka nyamen no wala Yaya Jammeh for sport county na mabondi aning simple majority wala Yaya Jammeh bondi and what simple majority what 50+1 is a constitutional provision under section 4.6 and this is the good thing one more constitutional provision so Adamala Molto Falina no they need 75% threshold. It's a constitutional provision. 1997 constitution section 46 number subsection C. It is there. Kafoko 50+1. So Nibo Bondila Adamaboro Yaya Jammeh yo amen because Yaya Jammeh absolute majority list of the National Assembly. I Fabakari Tombonjata will use yo falling yake simple majority. Saying Adama Hamu menti ko murundi back to 50+1 barata kela no because melekera fayeku defa nehde julo jodi atale fayeku defa ne ali yalo ne mele ninko fayeku defa ne say ni fane yo below 7 na UDP mo ba block la they need only 15 UDP members on sa block no because they need 3/4 okay for the first time Fabakary Tombonjata is right yalla fa Fabakary Tombonjata mathematics no le bi nga yabe victim central electoral ka ko 75% is well you could 2/3 I got 3/4 he's right it's 3/4 3/4 is 75 is 0.75 3/4 right 2/3 is 0.66 66% along 2/3 so Fabakary Tombonjata got that right so more can have got the 2/3 majority is 3/4 right 75% threshold so julujo di atale ni la vida ni 50+1 samala mbe batula naso assembly du garala samana ngali alla patigale last week ale dongol kele alkal wintale na la vida ni 51% samana ala fa la justice minister ya samana fa mbal batula député bu what we don't need doy to support us 23 UDP members or damaso block no ida ma pet doy kafuta mema kafuma we would block that so this simple majority, we have to go through that. Allah fita al-malafi wote fall in the constitution of Allah. So Yaya Jammeh yole bondi. Adama Barrow sign ye nimiso menke walon kanying age limit of falling. Wobe dimikam. Bariyaji ya falling juma la kola Fatoumata Jallow Tambajang. Ye ala la ko jele. Biri Adama la fita Fatoumata Jallow Tambajang kala vice president. Fatoumata Jallow Tambajang age ni tambitale. So ate Fatoumata Jallow Tambajang kala no wala na ayo position of preserve. Ntolbe diamo za wala jana nko worontale. President manyana palaso mudala mo klingoy. Nobody is indispensable. Wurta janne. Ntel diamta saferol kala jang. Ngo manyana kala Adama Sita. Biko Adama mo kutunkan noleti. Kutunkan ala nyin kutunkan na ya ma datib saende. Kabiri watu jumale kabiri watu ma ba fanke kan salihi noli. Adama Barrow has always been a kutunkan no. Saina la abe funti kandoro. Ayo position mo Madam Tambajang so everybody became a beneficiary. A George Olfanandi became beneficiary. Lawyer Dabo became a beneficiary. Alabala cool de dakang because ning Adama Barrow natara a suspect ko ani UDP be kuyala ni lawyer Dabo be nyosabala ni palasola ko la Dabo la fita kallo ata fana belol denu go below the pass la denu abita dibitol wodumo UDP still got the majority in National Assembly but abita la envelope brand envelope you akoy ko alkana ni below pass bari alal ko so NPP molu yenyin ko len nimisa bari iko jiome mbota banko de be ko la crying over spilled milk has no use to abol ko la jiome mbota banko do ite ko la no right so ñing arjuma lungo NPP la bureau to Dusano was there avec Kachal spearhead kanjani Adama Barrow advices on ndeysan iko saybe ferol la ñini kan Lawyer Dabo ba ban la ñameng Lawyer Dabo is a headache to these people malo munana this old man is a headache to these people ibe ferol belake kan so ye men kata ito hanisa membe mutaribulu ko 1997 constitution be Lawyer Dabo ban la but now they are doing plan B lafto information on Sierra I'm preview to your information albe jahalal shew leni information on soto ngadile but ngawle fay ko Kadim Rasul mu ñepetolati tungo mu ñepetolati ndebe na kona jam so bari fananka information on soto so ye men kataje wolum itolle information iko mo nani fo mo nani lam fo mo jellomba iko in the event lawyer dabo man law ye molle to safe iko melbe nyo sabala palasola so be fe you disciple they I think disciple they lost the plot anyway itol ko be fero men tabikam pour ko mol damal ko takindi nyola pour ni wol fitino se mama UDP call Manuel Jahase so Mario to identify so this is the master plan that they discussed on last Friday NPP bureau so barbiri ya fonte ngoy go bari ñunu fo ñunu ko ka tamale ba because 1997 constitution on man lawyer da ban bari ko ñeko it only would call be but you know when you have got clueless advisors and you know what is annoying ninga ñun lafo so Allah kachalu well we have got microphones in your office go nga inbuilt microphone on lesson Allah officer to do sano but you will not know the location of this microphone. So they do recordings for us. Now we get it, right? Well, I am in Crawley. And Dusano will wonder how Shehu Sedley got this information. Last Friday, very pathetic. Sad souls. So I told you, he left like a UDP jahas, honey sign. So let's bury this. 1997 Constitution Malafa Itaraje is an insult to us, but UDP Mansila la Itaraje Fanande. 1997 Constitution ngolo use kan jame Musa Kelende. Atol me lafta 50 plus one sambala na mbamfar nte sonna. Sport counting ka bonni mbamfara te sonna. Diaspora mbamfar de katro failale. We have to and we must. So money important. So there are a bunch of fools. Imagine, but I go say who said it always fake news. Okay, NPP Molo World. Welcome to Bantaba. Okay. Okay, Lamin Kemiko, I was interested in your earlier topic. Dabo is eligible. Lawyer Dabo, convicted, being a criminal, allegedly, doesn't stop him from being that section of the Constitution is talking about, let me read it clear, a person who was holding public office, a person who while holding public office has been found guilty of any criminal offense by any court of law shall not be qualified. This is what section 62, let me repeat it one more time. Lamin Kebe, listen, please listen. Neither public office, ye kitindi, ye convict, this provision applies to you. Birin lawyer Dawo, he was falsely convicted in my view. He was not holding public office. He wasn't holding public office, was he? So this section doesn't apply to him. Niaranu, he was holding public office, then it would apply to him. So just understand it that way. This section is saying that a person who, while holding public office, has been found guilty of any criminal offense by any court or tribunal established by law shall not be qualified for election as president. The holding public office doesn't apply to Lawyer Dabo. This applies to neither public officer, the civil servants, or even Dukwala, but this provision doesn't apply. So I think it is clear now. We've made this crystal clear. We've made it categorically clear. It's explicit. Until NPP multi until we base it. Let's see, I'm reading the relevant section of the 1997 Constitution. And this 50 plus 1%, more than Jahalin Fanang, don't for simple majority, simple majority, it requires 75% threshold. So you more konye daming, don't for be konye la wallet. Ni la vida 50 plus 1 samalanan, mafala them bamfara tekela. Ete dale mo la draft constitution mo yake mbalido kono. Then ko be na be sectional falinaji. Fontol ka nyaku talakanol. De sonnala di. Nale electoral act samana, we will review. Yes, electoral act, we will review. But I'll take counting on the spot bondelaji wombam fara tekela because I love the election of Sunya Lawol atekela. That we will not accept. Mbam fara atekela. Well, now after Gambia Malarek, Aliaf I'll be counting on the spot bondelaji because we will resist that. Ntesonna. I'll go to J. I know after Kumakilin Senendi Lajam. People have mixed opinion, divided opinions on the IEC chairman. But in the Gambe molda nyinikala kukilinela. Ni koko Adama Alaji Momar Njai Sanne. The conditional statement. Then what is the point in going to election with him then? Let's think outside the box, Gambians. Because be nintebe nyoboru kala nintunko tema wandifa le bekala referiti. But in teko wandifa tungo wandifa Sanne. Then what's the point ni wandifa nintunko nyoboru under this the wandifa la referia. Does that make sense? So let me manager ni mol koko ye Alaji Momar Njai Sanne. And so far he's the IC chairman. Amambo je follow. So nimbila election or until come election winner but in ko ya Sanne already. Then why are we campaigning? I'm asking a legit question here. Because then if you are going to contest with somebody and you don't trust the referee, no matter you boycott the election then. No matter that makes more sense. Because I come to you already defeated. So let me make my views on Alaji Momar Njai. I'm not happy about the Brikama by-election approach the backtrack and Janyamin wokan mon kontan wala. And Nyamina by-election nga understanding this COVID-19 state of emergency, constant extension. Imagine bring your relax. They've now announced the date 7th of November. Okay, even though there's another school of thought, Modo Bafokanko, Ika Abe timely Dika and Amabor. But in this is where I agree with Tunko. And I know other people don't disagree with Tunko and I, but it's fair enough. You know, democracy. We can't all see things in the same way. I give Alaji Momar Njai the benefit of the doubt until I cool attending evidently he's compromised. Okay, before on the Amotana forum motor, we shouldn't give him credit for the next election. Before the Amtaji. Tonya. Nkamemfo alinga Tonya Londi. Ning Alaji Momar Njai left to election declare no Yaya Jammeh, even with the spot counting. Just one word, na lota television auto. Yaya Jammeh won that election. Tafaste bolaji ente kunolaje, we will only go to court. If the IEC chairman had declared Jammeh as a winner, because he was called by Jammeh at Tefongola for Tonya to Bani Alatema. Paringola for the 80-something years old. He said it, I interviewed him. I got Yaya Jammeh I call the prior election results show. Thank you, Sisla. I need for platform already. But still, okay, at that point, na silata Jammeh. And that point, let me tell you, Kejele Hanila Gambia, Yaya Jammeh call, Beraba Tanim Fula, Jammeh Musa. Itebe Parigobe Kebari Nyaming, and that Ndolfo discouraged. Let me tell you, let's go down the memory lane. Lumenambe election result told Lamaikan Jam, Momasino diaspora. There was a lull, there was a period where there was quietness, because he more discouraged. Results all that critical moment when Jammeh Musa wanted to force him to change election results. Results announced stopped that. Let me tell you one soldier man go kido bebul. Ningatara the old man. He wanted to avert that about falling. Aliaje wasa jana la jana. Bring a wasa jana interview. Ako 9 abra lot of Brikama election of parliament at winter by results of falling. Ika kele. So alinga credit diala. Na falinta sama mba fala falinta. Nte se usele mobuka na shoot of photo soaring komade. No. Nilunga evidence ya Alaji Momar Njai is compromised. Janatol fonka from na banta bal do a full program. But so far, nintol bida election ola. Nko he is compromised. Memo nyininkala. Then what is the point to go with him on the election under his chairmanship? So that means we are already surrendering ourselves to Adama Barrow that he's got a winner. Let's be logical. And some diamol, just like last week I said, doesn't help Nkafoko diaspora te karto faila. Are we helping Adama Barrow or are we helping ourselves? Even after wala Adama la feroti, I think we should put the counter argument. Kafo nyanta faila. This is what we should do. Ntol nyanta nyina propagate la. Ntengamera logically, this is my view. So when it comes to the IC chairman, and again, let me tell you something. Hadamadi Droneti. IC chairman is there. If we are constantly bashing him, and you don't hear NPP guys bashing him, but politics is about being smart and sometimes. Mbal Danila, if you bash the IC chairman, he's human just like you. What are you trying to do to he for okay, you know katun den namanke mu ala national ne baful okay, say you know katun den okay, what mbadi nga Adama makoy. Maba be nyine kala de. I expect him he took an oath. Yalo ñu ne kaloleta ñim palasoto. Sworn in. Na kukuru mo baraje aba jala lakira. Na kukindo baraje iba jolala. And that applies to anything. Ndebe ñindia mo mena jang. I'll be judge on it. Momoka diamo ki be judge la. So me mol Danila, this is my view. If we are constantly castigating this guy, this old man, what are we doing? It's just like if UDP in Tolbe Mo Saba Pro Citizen Alliance la Moliana ya, NPP Fana Lafteda ya. If we are constantly bashing them, we are driving them, right? Oh, you know my laughing now. Sometimes we have to be. If he does something wrong, like the Brikama one, I don't understand why I would delay waiting for the court decision. That one definitely that means it's constructive criticism because more understand. But let us not give in. Alinkanaf already because Ninkoko Adamaya Sande already. Look, I'm just examining this context because I see a lot of people talk about it. Moba Safeko, Ndoba Safeko is already Adamaya Sande. Well, the Adamaya Sande, then what is the point in campaigning? Because if Adama bought him and the result will declare, and once Alaman Tankala, once he announces on the 4th of December that Adama Barrow is declared the winner, what can we do? Protest in the streets? That's what probably. And just like Jammeh Musa, and Jammeh Musa declared, well, idea will be nada, fentebology. We will go to court. Wo Jojo ya Jamela Masinor Jojo Solomiti, fentebology, tafaste bology, me wurla radio to Janne. High election sunya, and I said, Jammeh Musa be from consolidated. By the time along, Jammeh Musa would form his cabinet. So let's give him credit. This is a lovely observation on the follow. Badimolu, the amo metal sign. I think I'm just going back to the same topic. Alabarakabake, it's 2 minutes to 10 in the UK right now, on a late edition of the Political Perspective. So, lafta audio dole play la jang. Launch sonka inkela audio about play la. Then I will open the lines for people. Ali Lamoy, some of the audios I would like to play here. Alinga Lamoy. So,
it's being discussed in the National Assembly. You will be invited at some stage, yes, to defend it. Of course, I mean, came around TV aids, for instance. Please, the presentation of the draft to the executives. Batamberu did say, that's the former Justice Minister, we have to take the draft in its entirety or get back to retrogressive 1997 Constitution. Are they, the executives, speaking in the same language?
We are speaking the same language, and that is why, I mean, when the draft Constitution was presented to, President, he forwarded it directly to the National Assembly. What happened in the National Assembly?
Volon tofo balikariti.
Assembly, he mentioned that the country was looking forward to a referendum on the National Assembly. We were preparing. The Attorney General's chambers even prepared an election bill, a draft election bill that was supposed to be discussed, and then part of that also was to prepare the mechanisms for the election. The Ministry of Finance, has also prepared, within the ministry, specific, agenda to fund the referendum. So as a government, we followed everything. When it went to the National Assembly, they took their decision. But remember, this draft bill was highly politicized. And that's what I've been saying in this country. It seems here in this Gambia now, we don't have a middle ground on anything. Everything is a hugely contested territory to the point that every issue and everything that we are doing is deeply politicized. My process is not right. So long I'm not with you.
And what's the executive's contribution to this politicization?
We as a government,
because we know that the president is against, his current term counting as
no. What happened? We have not made any comment on this, but our opinion as a cabinet, when we were contacted by the CRC, we looked at the document in its entirety, and we pointed more than 17 to 18 different issues in the constitution that we thought could be improved on.
One of which is the term limit.
One of which is the term limit, but also even the issue of the chieftaincies and local governance issues. We also look at the citizenship issue. We look at civil service. We look at a whole range of issues. I will be surprised if the critics will look at only one issue.
when he talks about critics, I will be surprised if the critics, the critics, everything in this country is politicized. Everything. Whatever I say about this guy, he's atilayafo. Everything is in a contested position. Everything is like a political dundije. Just listen to him. I know it's painful listening to him. It's agonizing. But let's listen.
In this constitution that we as cabinet submitted to the CRC as part of our position, probably that could be considered for either reviewed or to improve on.
Okay, from an executive point of view, 23 reasons why the draft constitution should be rejected.
No, it should not be rejected. For us, this was our process. Okay, and I have been on this program several times, Peter, and you could, confirm this. I have said this is a progressive constitution. You cannot have a constitution that is, where everybody, have a unanimous view on it. Okay, but there are also clauses that we don't agree with, and personally, there are a lot of clauses in the constitution that I thought could be improved on, because those ones, by universal standard, if you look at them, they fall short of the acceptable standard. Look at even the selection of the speaker or election of the speaker at the National Assembly. You just say election of the speaker from outside. How could that happen? How are you going to do those ones? So we have a number of things that we are not looked into, but we accepted in good faith because we knew this was our process. We took it to the National Assembly. We have no control over what the legislature does because it is an equal core branch of the state. So when they rejected it, it's unfortunate, but that is the legislature. They are independent.
One of the interest parties bemoaning the failure of the draft constitution is the media.
Yes,
you form part of the media.
Exactly.
One day
let me stop listening to my friend. I think I have given him Abagas Ako Fanang. Ako Ninto Lafita audience we always talking. Let me just but I know I'm gonna open the lines right now. Alabrakabake is 3 minutes past 10 o'clock in the UK right now. I'll wrap up this show here. We're gonna draw the curtains right now. And then we will just have to move on to take questions right now. But Jani Medunaji, somebody made a comment when I referenced to the IEC chairman. Doko the results on Moli Lonne before. No, I'm not naive of the fact that. But yalong nining dictator benyola ning hanatara ko brikama, for example, at Yajamel lost again. Ni IC chairman tara results all turn around. What are you going to do? And I'm telling you guys, Amanke Banaketa, we could have done. Ni IC chairman wanted to be disingenuous. He could just Jamme wanted him to manipulate the figures. Nayakenu. JRT has announced ko Jaya Jame Julie elected president of Gambia. Mebanology. I told Menkafoko people know. We will just go and contest in the courts because that's what the process. That's the process that we have. Or we could have taken to the streets. But knowing us, how many of us would take to the streets, Gambia? I'm not telling you for knowing us on the Jami. moti funti la lawyer daba wol damale o fit shot ka funti ka jame confront and mel fun about not many people had solo sande obviously womo ke tan nim fulol tala mane mani ka farkala right bani be joto yari konte Sheikh Hussein libe janyami ngadem dia mola jam alright nte nyongol shiatale nte funti la right so let's be honest so this is I don't want to belabor okay you know what democracy is not a one size fit all. See, somebody said I should allow Ibrahim Silas audio, but some people are saying they are sick of listening to him. Let's continue.
Lumos are normally held, within called Lumo, Senegalese. A sentence in this constitution. All your job is to make sure that it passed through the third reading, and then you pass it on to the population. That was a very misleading statement.
Oh, that was a sign of a voice of very angry Ibrahim Sila. Tungo Let me see. I think we will come live again, but yeah, I don't know why it's Facebook does this. Sometimes they. Okay, let me see whether we are live now. I think we are back now. I don't know why it's Facebook does this sometimes.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay, we are live, Tungo. Go ahead. It may be the point repeat. You mean for no audio. No, ibe alaji mama njala kumole fo kan ka fo ko.
Badon kamen fale alingan sodomo sabatindi. Okay. Right. Alinga fatani mako ka fo ko I alinga manjai sanne already. No. Anamadin we can fund defeat before the actual event. Ima alinga manjai ma sambi ita sanola anafunta adama baro bulpra alinga manjai sang. Alinga manjai is a patriot, is a nationalist, is a real personality for me. This is how I'm going to describe this man. Ikala assistant for nyaw nyaranding. Yaya jamme benyame ngabe danjaro siling dambe nyaming. Ino me yola kawo so fenna me yalon kayala hajo bet nya wolon kabala ngala ganyo wala dambe seku. Mo me yo keno woto salon kon kala jikoto. Dambe non nyanta jiko den alu man jaylale ngasi nga jeko fay puna de ko me yalon pa si sondo me kilis kala sonat.
Yeah.
Ko me ngamen fo adama baron tel be ka support le nte mul kan ngala ko wala le ka ko nyateng bari dinna ben tata ngajam fam nyala na on observation ya dinna grala mun kutula man ko saluna ta daji solna daji ko me yalon ko nte alon ni mota ken wala wi dat bu daji ka sifal mota no adu wala tinal kel wo dur wal fanal mota no most of you are rallying behind him but grala man kutula ta wala na mul mota no alanga matu fo alanga man jaye dala na ñu gol bugé they are not helping to come in that way na men fo ñalo we come castigate
constantly ika mari bayle ika bayle fo
so when you know displaces moment of things Adam and come back to IEC alalo ko mo do bijele mel tap so when you want to form a ceiling ito ko ga gambe dum la taw ido wala yele mandila yake kan taw ne yalo ko mu ma agria the social media jamano ko mi ajen kan ka tuwaru fo ge ka pay ma fer alalo ko mel ni Adam ko ni miran ki state house ko non tel mo le kadia ni sala kamara bay ko mo ko man state house na dia mo se ko dalil mo fa program ko sala la fo ke taw dalil
ha
exactly se ko ko nyamen se ko ko dalil mo le dia muda ni yalo sala na mo ni tan ka tan be tan ko sala yoka ako yo ko mo ni principle mo bala ta da yalo bo ko ngole so yemen so exactly tenda kala ko bari dalil men na ko dalil mo la tan ni ngoyo
ha wa ami boyan si so la na e fo ñom
so instead of empower ya promote because because of I have a great more actually intimidate them. It's a threat to them. So gambia election wata sunya rola the social media jamano leko. Ibe sere ni mo conversation rola. Ila ka timba ya kala wata amari bere kota. Mango fana alkal konte tata le kata musulmi ta ka semmel tula manyalo tay madul yu usenda buma. Mar alkal konte malom ataka ko mo ko station do mo ya bere mo ila.
More ba record kan. Yeah. Yeah.
So Gambia election wata sunya nola ate kemola.
No, Tungo, Yalong, we are just repeating, but the point is, Yalong, Hadamadingo, Nibe Kukala be logical. Need any more, like I said, Nintolko Alajimo Monja Sande or then Nakamane carte fire okay. Ni Adama Kanyo Sabala. Because Atele so that means are we saying that come on the 4th Adam Barrow declare. So what are you even not discouraging? Yalong cooking na ika voters only for discourage because ni modo letilo modo be Gambia etilo diamo me watch the forum over but saying in fact the voter turnout could be low. Some people are going to say tungo mare na ko ye Alaji Momor Njai sene already. Kari ko lo Alaji Momor so take ta mun rang tuka katro for UDP. And this is the point that Janibe Diamo Dolfola think of the implication. Are you even driving the voters away? So stop saying that the IC chairman or Sanne without a tangible, near tangible evidence yet. Amari exposed. And we're all going to be on the platform. In fact, we will demand that he resign from his position. Ninga evidence because Amanyana Gambia dundela into flames by compromising his position. But just to sit down for Nkafoko ya Sanne, then even voters you affect the voter turnout. It's crazy, Tungo.
Yeah, affecting the voter turnout. Come here, Gamma time okay na because
exactly.
You understand? I actually understand. That when the cat so no pare was now. Allow to Ganga Mantara, level to level na yalong ko mo sa Timbania Sambano Mokam. One thing about Gambia right now, we will pay for local. Our judicial system is fair balance now. Because my dear Moja Kitty of course wants a Kunda Kamayagani.
Another thing, we are even too harsh on UDP. I think Ngamodola Jajako Alaji Sanyang, Ako Sehu, why is UDP so much silent on Sirifo Sonko's case? I think because of the silence the judge is. You see, where was this gentleman when Lawyer Dabo came explicitly and even demanding the resignation of the judge? According the judge should recuse himself. And we are in a process. Understand that this COVID-19. UDP, if we want to be present in everything under this COVID-19, people are going to the neutrals to see if UDP and this is what I was saying. GDC is very quiet now. GMC manta campaign. So if people are saying that UDP nyanda funde campaign, we ndole tobi na kuyala dorong. Fabagari to monjane la press conference to be. Amabeke UDP basin net. UDP basin.
And I think I had you saying this on your Monday program.
Exactly. So many foga yala Benjamin. Ninga from kerek. Okay, under the COVID-19, the UDP wants to organize rallies right now. You know what they're going to say, Bafola? Even COVID-19, for you Patio de Vesiri, UDP Damal rally. Gambians are going to say this. So we have to be fair with this. And Nim Patio, Lawyer Dabo and these people, they are Nim Kuket around like a press conference. Bringing draft constitutional, did they organize a press conference? They did. Did Doyle organize a press conference? They did not. Momela press conference, APRC from a press conference organized on the draft constitution, and Doyle didn't organize anything. So I think sometimes we are a bit harsh on the party. We are a bit harsh. I know we.
I think so. You know, they know what they are doing.
Yeah.
Like you said, even IEC are ruling Yamina this election. I mean, COVID-19 never caring when the entire country was on a lockdown. So if that being the case.
And in fact, the upper courts are on holiday. Kiti Bundal for be holiday la COVID-19, so things cannot progress.
So it's in this country as
well. And Tungo, not only that, Almami Fandital, UDP spokesperson, Abdiam Brikama by electional, he has interview on radios. He has because I tell you party taller. So I think UDP is quiet. UDP is talking. UDP because look, I don't about president about a presidential power use Kangaraka Foundation Stone Lojang disguising the political use but that's UDP the will know if Kongara Foundation Stone. The only thing UDP and let me also say something. UDP Nibida party la say if a permit will apply la Tunko Fonde. IGP me alonko, listen, IGP me alonko. What more COVID-19 man carry? I Brikama rally dinner. For Lawyer Dabo, Lawyer Dabo Balanta, Pamito did a man, we will go out, and he was ready to go to Mile to Moleno. He came out and said the IGP, Pamito Di Madi Brikama will go out, and IGP backtrack. So right now under this situation, ni UDP permit it will be flatly denied. Ibe même fole ba fala ato ale parti jumale je membe rally organize ka tol kola GDC mantra ha my party mantra keka APRC mantra keka. So let's understand UDP cannot do rally right now, Tungo. I think people let's be critical thinkers, because if they apply for permit, it will be automatically denied. Automatically.
Yeah. That is it. They are going to take the streets.
No, given the population, the backlash will come from the population. Therefore, UDP should not make this decision. Right now, UDP is on a very nice, because this draft constitution has proven to Gambians that UDP is for Gambia. I'm unselfish. Yeah. Let's just take it easy. Adama is abusing the presidency to go all problemati. And this is the saddest thing. I make a political. But this is where we Gambians should punish him at the polls. Punish. Tungo Allah URR fe kanata marse kutoloji. Malo fe o moyle ba.
Ngamo yitele la programme to. Ngamo yitele la programme to be what like we have clearly stated in our demo politicality. But one thing about it is Gambian old saying, the Pujamale Kalamutaring. So kafu kaya marse wala lola jam because number one janaya marse wala jam marse wala taraje marse wala jan kot marse wala jan jaga marse wala lo kanje
yeah
I mean o marse kundala nyando le pure marse wala je, but to me is mul kalamuta batale kafu ko ebe fenne kala me yatina ko political
Tungo, let's talk about Allah Nyamina Mafongola Jana. This by-election, call be January. Do you think, and because Ingame ko ila ke olbe kodo pompi kan je bakelade, ni Nyamina by-election not?
I am following him already. Kanjele. In fact, one of their chairmen, Ngamira Boda Sambane, Nadia Mutakudanga, done a couple of days ago. And then we are hopeful. And then one good thing is UDP funding Kedol and Walla Funtita. Can leadership approach. Kaitandila ko Nyamina is not by election of funding Kyo, Dibito, Walla Bantaje, so Danilo Kama. Atobe Danilo Kela, ni UDP, Sulpo Bulano funding Kyo. Kajo ko funding ko ni ikana mo londi affair. Abantale. Okay. So funding ko in kaitandi ko
coffee time with each other.
Kaitiyarle ke ada do ko lale sayan nata.
Ndesan.
Ayatara ala do ko so I kaitandi la ko ni atara ko ni kana mo londi affair. So law ko na discourse, mol nata na law ko discourse ya jeko. Ala kumonye sense kare la balafa fanana na wara.
Yeah.
So Danilo Kama UDP is not putting up any candidate against this man.
Which is very tactical on the side of UDP.
Funding Kyoni, not lonely Nadia Mutale, a teleproposal on Nati Afutata Advantino Molma, Kayin Quota, Kai Candila, in Adala Queen Taya, Balance Yagepo. Playing Balafa Watako, National Assembly member Membiji Apantal.
Yeah.
So saying they are not going to put up a candidate there. So the mental drunk candidate member Lola J. Yeah. It will be candidate Makwela,
Mbenga Tungo, Mbenga rally behind GDC. Conte Alamantangala ni Adavala candidate winda, whoever will take a seaman, take a contour nade, the seaman nade, Alamantangala. Because Adama should not be giving any encouragement. And la litmus testy. The first test of NPPT. So Alimbengan effort shall put in Yamina by election. Tolme diaspora. Sako tungo atol me along go iten kadibra sul ngabra liu dula lombakira. Alala political naful dunga Adama deny GDC or dula win. Because Ahmad Ba is abe maneuver ka wudla to bakira abe kudol use kamani siaka jasa wol. They are using a lot of money in that area. They are using a lot of money. They really want to win that seat. They'll have to seat winner.
Because in America, I am commanding a few days ago. Kaitan look at a Jato, aba traila la ma ko ro keno ma fala ay chairman wala nomba nyin kambulu kuda ma chairman o nyin na nomba diala ni what action is staff ma wala nomba diala nyin fonni ko nyin gundiru ko la mo ma hani ken de law ma fannan ko ti bartem aka lafta la kama ko ro ke so bar ngalom den nan kala don nde Sekuba Cisse na program
Sekuba Cisse sabale la program oto tunko and me advise la mena give him enough time. Maybe nearly guess those someone at a time so maybe give him enough time. Half an hour exchange in at least 30 minutes. You understand me?
I will do that. So
yeah.
Ma campaign ka empower because here men for nimbekela adama lesson net. It can nene men na nimbekela lesson net monna eta election wala auto ma bute nyame ya.
No, if I not lose the nyame by election, ibe discourage lale. NPP will be in total anarchy. Ibe tala mess like on thing anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway, Abaraka Tunko, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, well, I'm the voice of Ibrahim Tunko Malen on YouTube Online Bantaba. Mina musu dollar audio player jam. Me alonko abe APRC mo advice kan nendi rola. It's very important that I come on for jenga lamoyi. Mbo player janne janen ane program.
Assalamu alaikum. Focus of Gambia, one family. Ngala kontong suto be nyaati ko tanatalla. Yo mbena one family mol konton na UDP nkol kata mfango badingol signol Gambia dinyol APR sinkol kata GD sinkol la aning karawan mala o min kata MPP nkolti karawan kolla luntambal bal kontonna ani pati dol momon dimbe nyen grupo kono droy mo Gambia di mo tidrong asab sisa ko afutate makafe assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh konton diro kola en lafta domande fola min kata APRC dingol milbe grupo kono lafta ka sambala ro dialla because mantara APRC group kono bari ngalon ko nyin grupo APRC kol be janne nte Aissatou Cissé momo yen lon kunu yen lon mbenu APRC le yo kabri mbota je fadambe UDP mento mbe concentrate len o pati lokono bari mota folon nene audio le dada ka kuma fo APRC koliye no nte ka fole always na Gambia dinya wole kuma ya takatambe politiko kam aya tinda la mbuka ndati lin Gambia dinyola kombe kuma nori ngo folai sako molmi yalo ko nku ke nyollo kunu nte nenata kuma fole bari mbe sambala rodi lalla a sample ati jamme kunda min kata la min siseti ala fae ko ay maku dinde ngolom ala fae ko nte ko ay maku dinde ngolom Gambia politiko be tunko mento bi akana jere moye yela wulula di mola pour yanen akana jere moye yela ye wandi alfata iko ibe wo kajafila iba nenna ibe bulalala ala fo lamin Cissé konte Aissatou Cissé ko ala wo audio aya bondi dame aya murundi woto ate dindi ya tabake le 1994 ni o bondi atela sanjol kono bi ya jamebe banko tala waya tarate be ngunu molla duma wota teta kuma fono la Usain Daboy andu Gambia politiko futata tunku momento dindingol alkana bula kebal la kafa albe kebal do yala
wallahi
ite Lamin Cissé ya jame ite bay APRC pati kono le ay ite bayle nda Aissatou Cissé nda bota APRC bar momante bay de nde momante bay konta manke moti be min bay la fante mote nte bay no la because nde enke ku lonne atinna la mote nte bay la bare Lamin Cissé ni te yaje ko ite bama mu jamme kundan kolta ni yaje medde bare yaje me ite bay pati kono ya understand woto bi ni yaje me ite bay pati kono ite manyan naka audio dada ka faita kuma le fo Usain Daboy mbe dani rokela momo ndi yalo ko ibe nyin groupe ko na APRC dingol te andu ini Lamin Cissé kadiyam afa nteko wo audio na ya fulanjang abe kujela nyala nene maminje abe kuma moila tuloto anene mamimoy because usendabo man kukatela mimba tenela belola ka usendabo neng usendabo man kukala ando atema usendabo longfang ama long na ya long atanenna na ya long atanenna usendabo kuke nyol ye mutale ke fa ya jamela mansa ya kono ya understand ye usendabo mutaka sorong ka lipa ka monyol lipa ka dol lanjur hanibi wolbe sirim puspusole kono nogo njanyol hanibi hana jara dula imaseno la dimba ya konto
wallahi
ni tata audio de dakika ya jamela bara kendo le fo faye ni nyanta ka fole because ay o bara o ke janne bari mel lanjuru ta fo ye o fole bang no ima o fo mel fata ye o fole bang no ima o fo sanye ite mun kokuru neje usenda boy mimbara ibe usenda bulala usenda bola promo nakumo tata nata danta janne bari sa fale ko ala fo Lamin Cissé ko nteko usenda bo na mambunyani horomo tano kadi usenda bola akana lo koteke ka usenda bo kaje fisa kabe bulala na bulata usenda bola koteke wallahi suma wallahi nkali tafuta ne tubala abe kuma moyla tulo na me hakiloto abe resign na Gambia diya mo mela Gambia banko bula nso o fay nda Aïssatou Cissé le o fay momo ndimbe ja natra Lamin Cissé le nomba bebulu yeki baro futa dama assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh
wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh ni la Cissé kundanka nya wala nangila audio play bantaba Gambia musolu ani Gambian wolu melkade am forumo kono ni Aïssatou Cissé nyongol siata kulu woni horomol be siala na audio to abe diam kan nendiro la ko Lamin Cissé tolom wole abe wala audio jabika me parti lidane atebino APRC le wala na Fatuma Danso ka memfo I'm trying to bring connection here. So UDP fana me mol bondika APRC le sama kanjam. So nyimuso be no APRC le aliya mo e fangala ko atemu APRC 100% na barsabi UDP. Akoni be jamme Musa la ku kendol fola. I'm all men fadu. And this brings me nicely to that symbolic press conference me alonko Fabakary Tombong Jatta yakibi. Billahi Fabakary Tombong Jatta ala kuoson dande ka kambala fale. Ite ko ibe toñale fola. Ite ko ibe toñale fola ite kiba yasale. Okay, ndefa ngo comment jele Fatu Network la broadcast. Ngo. Ibe ya jamila akibmenol fola ya jamile karamolo ya jamile molmen niol tadu. Why I thought Fabakary Tombong Jatta talk about that? In fact, he was very condescending towards the victim center. Very condescending. Malonde because after Nte Bota Jele, I couldn't stand it. Maybe my question and answers. Malon for journalists because it was very condescending, very disrespectful. Kafoko so-called victim center. Fabakary Tombong Jatta, that's the lowest of the low. Yeah. They Haidara la molbe baluri. Kanyiba Kanyila molbe baluri. Solo Sandena molbe baluri. Solo Kurumawol. Koro Sisala mol. Soldawol. The list goes on. Fabakary Tombong Jatta defon le bijan TRRC. Testimonial menkaraji. Jongola sol ka fo jammele bula nyinna. Fabakary Tombong Jatta ikate kallo ikafo so-called victim center. Really? Fabakary Tombong Jatta, you have no iota of sympathy towards the victims. Molmeli alonko. Ifal fata. Ibal fata. Wol dol bije fon bribe fal denano ibe denano yalla dol me famal fon wolom fon. Somebody like Dr. Fall. Briya jame be Dr. Fall ngamala la muso wutumo fokono le bala fa wulutal ba malom. So dinne mo ma falom. And so many victims like that. So Fabakary Tombong Jatta, in the name of democracy, ka press conference command, he made condescending words directed at Kejera in the name of justifying APRC's rejection of the draft constitution. Yes, woman la right lati. Nalia feel ko ado Jamela legacy protect la. But need a balance report kela. Jamela achievement okay. What about the gross human rights violations? Jame Molmen fa Gambia. Jame mo jelle bayo yandi. Jame mo jelle sorong Gambia. That's what this lady spoke about in the audio. Aka APRC mo. APRC mo be la may la Jamela achievement so like karamongolo. Nko. Hana madingo niyo ise woni karamongolo. Let's be serious. Infrastructure better, but hadama dingo nika molfa hanate Gambia bele kisanoti. Moment you need to support them. But thank you, this lady. Wala nangala audio play. I advise Kendolity, and this is what we should all be doing. Thank you for advising. Alangala may lance something.
Alnimbara bake Gambia olu. Alnimbara mane jonkin de fala bakar tarawale inimbare ni Usmane Jallo. Anindemba konta aning by follow bakar kol kontenyola alnimbara bake. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamina. Mfamata moment promoila. Mfamata mento fala. Wole mu fa bakar dan soti NCP. Bar fa bakar dan soti le NCP fale. Sirifu di babe dunia atuli be abali eliminate. E konta lanson konche ndoli UDP ngol membe kamfaring. Ibe siringa la MP alla forum dal be dia bulan takanyina atolu lale. Ndaka Gambia le la kumofo. I'm not here opportunity. Billahi wallahi tallahi. I'm not here opportunity. I love Gambia. I love Gambia. My family love Gambia. Even my father love Gambia. Billahi wallahi tallahi Fabakary Danso. But Fabakary Danso tala cheba ya be tembo men to bi. Itala kaloko nyum constitution o men ni ya fa intolika wale kumbo UDP ngolu. Ntol ni Useni Dabo.
Excuse me, who is Lansonga Kajumale Kumandi Fabakary Danso? Era under Fabakary Tamon Jata Lala. Ali Makoi. Fabakary Danso. Yala Lansonga Kajahasole.
Inin alatema aninkila tema in constitution left ala muneka magambi di wala sama because nta man need bure wala je I need to Gambia survive but me yali kijo fara bring Adama Barrow among kuma for UDP with Fenko Wulta European Union Wulta American kumata Britain kumata France kumata iko German kumata ko for Gambia no la line constitution kendo ali be nyina tula je bang mo be nyamata e konta lansongo kampata billahi wallahi ne yen ne ko ya wala mu nyiti ko Gambia no la nafulo men kasar bar menni man kalamte mama e ka faale ko nyim ko do man nafa amam fen jenga fa bakar to mo njata moyla al ni wolbe min kul hey ali Gambia mira ali kana mo ko ta mira
Gambia
bar Gambia no la saltu lolo fa Bakary Danso ka menfo ndesame ali ko fa Bakary inna lillahi wa la hawla wala quwwata illa billahi iko fa Bakary Danso iko lansom ko je akamtete mom mo sato Danso ko je ni Useni Dabo. Thank you very much. Ikon tolule in constitution wala bayo ente ledim. Gambia dingo di nindin kendo len Gambia din na fama len Gambia la fata mel la fata birin tuwa wol fonga e da forane ko ha baral simasi ko aliga Gambia la constitution o mentinya wala mo wolun nenta bala fatali because inta lan son ko nte man shula alien so butu dola ita ka karifa do mi jomi I don't need it ko de tembulu tubabu do but I don't need it that penny in Gambia. Nkamenke Gambia ala sede atalente fonta ani mandalo wakam bari Fabakary Danso al bali fanni misandila Adama balbe killing
okay Mbariwolo, as soon as this audio stops, I have a very important news to share with you. Those of you don't go away and I will wrap up the program. I've got important information that's just been passed to me from vis-a-vis European Union. I'm going to share this information with these guys. Maybe not a lot of people are privy to this information. and I'm going to say it in a way I will decode it so that they don't suspect the source or where the information is coming from. So as soon as I stop playing these audios, there is something going on in the diplomatic circles vis-a-vis Gambia rejection of the constitution. This is very sad for our country, but Gambia is heading for trouble. This is not good for us. It's not good for our country. Adama Barrow is not going to feel the pinch. Gambians are going to bear the brunt of the pinch, because Adama Barrow will be the last person to have problems in their country. He has free food, he has free water, electricity, and everything. And another minister, so they will be fine. But the average Gambian is going to be at the brunt of whatever is going to be the ramification of whatever action. So I'm going to share that information with you guys. And then we give heads up to Gambians. We gave you heads up long time ago that Bakari Baji was going to be appointed as the sports minister. Until we don't just talk for the sake of talking. Bakari Baji joined NPP purposely, because he had promised Wallah. He was never going to join NPP. I can tell you that. And he is not even a genuine NPP supporter. I have nothing against the guy. Look, he joined it. He was promised that you will be a minister. So he joined. There were discussions that took place a while ago, and we were privy to this. And we said it here. So I'm going to share this information with you guys, but I'm going to decode the message so that they don't actually further. The foreign ministry should know about this. The Gambia government officials should know about this. Some of the NPP supporters may not know about this because they will try to hide information from them. Because it all Mufenko, some of them are lost. Well, more lost causes already. We're going to worry about Facebook. They don't know what goes behind the scenes at the level of the international community. So let me just play this audio of Lansonko, and I will share the information with you guys. And that's where we will wrap up the show today. So Allah Barakabaga. Let's listen to Dinkilim Bafola, Ginger Boy.
Fenga bay Allah divide at fenga ka fanya delay ayo fanam bay ay Fabakar Bajileta alingata ali bebe sila ali be kumbola ali be malla ali bebe sila ninga bayta auto salon Gambia dingol la duwa manjabi ali sin kuma kamala moy bake Fabakar danso wakwa Fabakar danso wakwa ndesane Fabakar Lanso Malan Jumala Lanson Quanchetin to Fama Duatany and Bama Duatany, Tankular Duatany, Yomilaman Duatany, Sisakunda Duatany, Jakunda Duatany, Talakunda Duatany, Chintakunda Duatany, Suarakunda Diamta Duatany, Badu Banco Duatany, Aduma Duajatam, Yombanco Duajata, Chen Duajatam. Because when I have Nangando Kumban and Fale Mawuli Afwe, Nantarola Bondi, Eco Atol Lanson Quanche, more for Gambia Day Olen. Is number one. Lanson Quanche and Ning. Juma Useni Dabo ila nyatongo Fabakar aliyem fama lola tubabo libiri lo teko adama iko lafitan ni iko fenga iko alaji sise ko lafitan ni adama nyoji adama chijo farda fala bali wo kuyata because yalon ko ye kodo men ala wala dun di dimba ko na amala ndama wori nte akwa imam wori nyame Fabakar dan son telmo ndama sula penela adama man sakunda hani usenda bu man sakunda mfata ko dola left Gambia, but be good citizen. Before you are a citizen, be good citizen. I am a good citizen. Billahi wallahi tallahi. Alisila moy Fabakar dan sonyol be mem fo.
Hello.
Ko lanson ko ngeni useni daw. Isayana lanson.
Hello, caller.
Yeah, somebody.
Oh, somebody, yeah. Renyari.
Ela moy mambo blogger. Ala kanya fatoje. Alman londo sodo nan londo sodo ni tenu mu bi ala londo ba use la mo le kam sirja min tor bala to ko gol silisa ala yon londo na day tan takam bala to kam blog am kam beti awu nyama
oh no ila no listen I forgot intelligently on block la but ila Facebook name inbox nyana I will do that I was going to do it but ila name ke fam ko nyana Facebook
somebody Facebook or somebody that might be and they can say Facebook.
Okay, Mbamba, I will definitely remember. Definitely, may block like before the next show. I do apologize. I did promise I was going to unblock you, but I completely forgot. Yeah.
It's okay.
No, may unblock la. Definitely, I remember. I will remember it. I will remember it. May unblock la. Ngaje ko you. Ikala fi kela may banta bala ko di.
You are a nice guy. You are very good.
to be honest, at least I get a program okay, no go to sent
oh
being advised I book up no killing cotton or mukan jano dimba killing what would just can be a miro latina miro le fadabari integrated advice in kama I can't accept the challenge kind of more pull up just
but in them somebody in them block na admins or le block ndende no the ngamere banta fenne for because jama ni mema ndendiro ke manyane ke block de but ego fake account Jamal be able to be told because somebody have a lot of fake accounts.
I'm brave enough and strong enough to be with my title and my name. I don't go with this fake stuff because
no, but definitely admin on all the program will make if somebody can unblock somebody now, please allow unblock. Admin on may all the program will can just unblock, allow unblock right now. Otherwise, never unblock. Maybe I'll do that later, but I'll definitely make sure that you watch the next show. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Next,
love it. Join UDP. Me sambala na UDP.
UDP membership card
me wala di la ni pareta rek ndo arrange la le you know somebody okay me la sister ki la waya di la Fatima na danso ila molo wala be la kado de dala okay abaraka me on blog la thank you somebody thank you okay Fatsa Drame now your volume is low.
Oh, okay, let me check. Hello, what is that?
Ha baringo na mo embulal de Nancy
ko tele baso akwa isa matagel hani ka call ka jiba be jame mo so say you are wrong
Get nobody Nancy okay nyindi amando ke la sante but Nancy ya na dalu la weyati na man na last diam la ledi so any nde mba na molo mba check la
I checked it.
Eba nyari
ndige na nyari
alhamdulillah la fa contribute la de
ha se u se de li to la mo la politique nyaay njahale yalon se ko politiko yimanga na tala ka fu kontata university le yalo ngata menkela ko di intol kan to la mo lek fel da kumba bu ande ak kumba bu amunde mo fi nek munat nango fo ba itolu ka gele me ba number 1 se u se de li ninta konteni te be parti kilinde Nimmen batara patike, they don't have to be my enemy. Nimmen tata awdan be nyo konto na nyo sai yande.
Yeah.
But in take celebrate la. I will never do that. Take servantol bukan na mo celebrate wala mo na problem mo. So say dili mo be yalo no ko bakari baji unte amante londe asaka ente long to konta tamata kuna banta batalo. You understand? But I know family londe. One of our campaign team kono, womu abijano mundo malati. Bari adama barobe menke kanyi mol mage seku sediri. Niya kabe bakari bagi samba kana bakari bagi political independent. Ananga dot sol ke nyoka. Bakari bagi la logo musuwa letinu. Adama baro la logo musuwa letinu. Il a call be killing. So nim bakar ba ni adama bare bakar ba ke samana hani bi ayamila fabe fengol le kuntula meli alonko imantana no yaya jame bare be bakar ba ke support kanne ndun sorry to say jolal muti waramba din ko dol be ko no la bor samala na fanko ko congratulations bakar ba ke si sake no le parinte to kela
bare bagari la ni was discussed long time ago Fatu. Yeah, in fact, yeah, wala na join the NPP. Yeah, promise new palace all.
No, wala na ko ine ko. Bakar yalo adama baro nyin calculation o ki chuda be UDP keleka. So Bakar baji ya samba nanne nung pour ya mi la fo abe talib boy ne ba bakir bagie anin talib le contexte no nung talib is UDP when the UDP mol be bor la bakir bagie no ma dawda so isake no le ani la point of fanan iko alagi Mahmoud Job alagi Mamar Job sorry I still kemanoni okay baru mo manyanda nenna because I menke Gambia naman sila nung alala amala keba ya kiba amala sango jibenu tombe abe minyo olle talme alo ka sabalu fala saya
exactly abakela anu de tous no la jenu fatra de tous no la
asila tante tous no la asila ta alala so alna ala ATB na kiba menke banko din kurwol digana mele banko tiga anda ngokula wonoma ka fata keba for the sake of God. Wallahi. Abaraka, thank you so much for Saho. Ila position is very good. Thank you so much for calling in. Abaraka, Wato Metale. Just I've got 2 points and Alimbala, and then I will wrap up the show. I've exhausted my time and eating into Kibaro Network's time today, but I don't think I think Pamane has given me time to carry on extended positions on UDP Kibaro. I've got 2 important points to make. IGP Mamour Job next and Saturday's edition Mena program will definitely tell them inshallah. That is going to be the first topic for other Kuronat. Gorgim Bubla reporter Human Rights Commission year 1 monthly D. Aliamo in Tofo Barikari Lale on this program about for Foka. Peter Gomesian Yininka. Curry killing, you already IGP la. Curry killing about the end of this month. When will Mamour Job come out and tell Gambians what action, what the human rights reporter Gorgimbu, Hani sign, Deo Bekeri. Up to this month, you already IGP la. And no Wolumbe Kida Kigera la Diamo Moikam. In fact, Nyanda will expand la leno. Gambia and the next topic, Memen Diam la Saturday, COVID-19. Muntumala Gambia Karamol Beyelela. So Mamour Job made a program of that inshallah on Saturday, inshallah, na analysis ni alama na tanake. Second topic will be COVID-19 and no message of Ibrahim Selain again. Adama Barrow bita berelala. NPP mol beta la banko yaila, but Gambia 700,000 students. Gambia musol alia jele King FM na radio to musol be wosi ke ko muntu bale dingol be murla karambo. When are Gambian schools going to open? Minister of Basic Education be monake kam. No strategy is being mapped out for Gambia karambo yele. But Adam Barrow is foolishly going out akakata foundation stone. Go Gambia ndeni man sekunda manku do jibe la. Ngani for minister nkai ko ni Adama definitely at left Gambia la ala priority nyante kala muniti janning atabita nyi gathering of fonkela Gambia karamto dini wala muru karamoto Adama jareta la afoko ba karamo ma yele wodon tetita foundation stone wala yele but Adama doesn't care about the Gambia dini wala karamonto tani la karamonto tabalia. All he cares about is projects and try to win election. Karte student keme worowula Marina International School la headmaster last week la bota wosi la ko Gambia karambugol muntuma be yalla. Gambia parents all for ko 8 months 7-8 months Gambia karambugol lockdown kabren COVID-19 kara. But ama Adama Balu kataka yayi fo kumoli ya bay kerewan. Wala na kumoli ya bay another delegation. Because students are neglected. So who should vote for this government? IGP Mamour Job report bobu on Gorgimbu. And you see, this is why I get really frustrated with Gambia media. When will they go back and interview Gorgimbu about this report? We are people of the moment. Gorgimbu la reporter, I have repeated it here. Gorgimbu's report should be brought back. Let the Gambian people know. Human Rights Commission, yela doko kele, you report di. Your family you notified. Ko itolela doko bandi. Mamour Job be siri report okang. Report on Yintolga Mensota Gorgimbu indictly. So they don't want to take action against Gorgimbu. Well, Mamour Job, yo, I'm not looking at Diganta Gorgimbu. They did not learn. Luta, you want to be protective of Gorgimbu. Did not learn. Inshallah. Gambians ne go ham. I'm not lufaneka de. I'm not lufaneka. So inshallah, Saturday, COVID-19, Gambia Karamungo de Lawato Mena.
inshallah ni alamana tanake wolbe kala no topikoti anin gorgi bublani we will try to remind the government manyinala let IGP release the report civic society groups are report on nyininka Gambia media media la dokoti ala nyininka. Thirdly, on Saturday I'm trying to give you the topics on Saturday. I'm going to address the National Assembly. Gambia la Deputy Bongo. Go. Sehumbalo. Is he NPP advisor or national advisor? The same thing with Dusano. Taxpayers money like a unity, but Nula Diamo Bay, Nitata Diamolto, ika NPP la support. They don't talk about Gambia. So they should resign and be NPP youth advisor. But National Assembly should flag this up. You cannot be national youth advisor, Gambia taxpayers, Nitata radio, all that you do is NPP agenda. What country are we? Gambia taxpayers on leka jo. Atolle nying approval di deputy wala atolle nying atolle nying advisors wala nying position atolle approve in the budget of the Gambia. Atolle na kodota ko sehumbalo wol kada nying numerous advisors kejo bari nyulime doko ke kan Gambia lebang for bibe and NPP agent. Itata radio station or radio station to. They are advocating for NPP. But the MPs are watching this. No, they are watching this. No, why can't the committee call Ali President any advisors all for the MPP? Let the MPP pay their salaries. Adam Barrow redeploy a Samba. Nala neko political position alum, political advisor, Nimo political advisor tifam. But youth advisor for Gambian youths, not NPP youths. But Sehumbalo at any media platform, Sehumbalo is talking about NPP. And National Assembly members are letting this happen. Why Gambia? This nonsense got to stop in our country. Ika molmen jon na taxpayers in Kejola. Alcatara sirin Gambia, Sehumbalo is bending radio station or bay round na. Aka NPP la agenda le problem. For NPP le ka joba, for Gambia le ka jo. And the media should pick on this. Making FM Tantula Baki. Making Tantula, I keep reference. Because today I was listening to King FM and they are even questioning about this draft constitution. Why the European diplomats will baila. This is going to cause diplomatic, they do analysis. It's all man journalists or mail, they just want to invite people and interview them and that's it. They are doing their quota in terms of analyzing issues. Okay, let's leave this for Saturday. We will get into this. Deputy Olu, ngalongo dul biji bakata kambakere. But we need to remind them. New advisors all, they're under the payroll of Gambia government. Fuaro lekejo. Let NPP create a budget and start paying their salaries and they can go and do things for NPP. But you know, diamta daw direct NPP. For NPP like a new salary for Gambia government kejo. But money for my comfort, this MPs, you guys approve this advisor position. I don't let you budget okono. Now Adama they will not get jobs. This is sad. But why are we raising these questions all the time? So Deputy Olu, Alenu raise National Assembly, Alenu summon. Let them work for the country. If Sehumbalo is youth advisor, Sehumbalo should work with Bakari Baji to elevate to improve the condition of Gambian youths. Let him go to interview to talk about Gambian youth and let him forget about NPP. Now let him resign from his position and go and Adamaboro Yakela NPP secretariat. Then he can do all the talking for NPP. Gambia, Alga Gambia Londi Tonyakan. It's very sad. So, the information that I'm going to share with you right now, and I'm going to expand on this on Saturday as well. There was a meeting that happened in Brussels. A quick reaction to Gambia rejection of the Gambia new draft constitution. We're not going into the detail because some of these meetings are closed sessions, but information is actually coming out. The Adama Barrow European Union agreement on Safe. The Europe feels so disappointed. Adama assurance D. Berin falling the rocketa. Ka tandi Europe lako good governance and democracy ala fondament folomulon ka constitution kuto ka Gambia in 1997 constitution. According to the informer I have, this is what Adama's promised to the European Union. That's why that culminated into the National Development Plan, the $1.8 billion pledge, and also where Europe try to even maintain the maintenance of ECOMIG in Gambia. Bring Adama Brussels, ikayin commitment edi tubabola. Ko ala fundamental priority wolonka constitutional sama. Wala na bring koketa, they had an emergency meeting. Ye meeting oke puru yela delegation commandi yeta Adamachi. So information of at Brussels, like Adama doesn't want to see them. So what this is, the meeting is still going ahead, but what it's going to happen is Europe has already lost confidence in Barrow's government. Because this government, Adama has reneged on the promise I made the Western world. Ko ni constitutional about support la be process ni me support la. Aliamoy Mamadou Lamine Sita Diop la walatina the National Development Plan NDP support menyanda dila, they pulled the plug on. They pulled the plug off on it because Yajeleko commitment OTJ. So these are meetings, emergency sessions happen in Brussels, and Gambia, really, the confidence that Yemendi Nyamasakondala is going down. But I've said this here on Bantaba. We are trying to lay hands on the document. It's going to be very difficult for us to lay hands on the document, but we are trying to lay hands on the text that formed the meeting on Gambia as a subject during the Brussels meeting. So these are troubling times for our country in terms of, let me make it clear, they are not going to get up and sanction Gambia. No, we haven't reached that level yet. But the signs are not good for our country. So this is what the Brussels meeting took note of. And in fact, they got more and more disappointed because Adama refused to see their diplomats. So Adama la jamfan tuya manke Gambia damati ay Europe fanan jamfale. This was the man who crawled before the Western leaders. This is the man who sought support from the Western leaders. But being Afola interest nata, he reneged on the very promise. Ko our #1 priority, in the words of Adama Barrow, according to the informant that pays in Adama at a Brussels meeting, he made a commitment that new draft constitution was going to be priority for him. But Aliama Afola meeting otole, but I meeting like the State House. Can you draft constitution? So European leaders, Brussels, very disappointed. These are things that they're not going to come out and say it. There are people, delegates, or maybe because you know what, you're my friend, somebody's my friend. When these meetings happen, they are also human beings. Things are going to come out. I come to a meeting with the UN, and Gambia is becoming a topic. You're going to have somebody who was at a meeting, and they will go out and say things like this. So there was a quick reaction on this. Aliamoy Mamadou Lamine Sita Diop Lako, this is going to have grave impact on us diplomatically. Negative impact. I have followed. And I've said it here. So when this information came through, I'm under surprise. So Moneminakela, they would start dealing less with a Barrow, like government. They will not cut off ties. They're not going to put economic sanctions. But Gambia nyanta men sotola nda sotola anymore. Atakela. But does Adama Barrow care? Of course he doesn't. Because Adama will never atela salary to stop la. State House due to stop la ji. Any problem with the Gambia, Adama will be the last person to suffer. Atela la minister soul. But Gambia right now, the confidence level at the international community has started dwindling. And this is going to have spiral effects because once Europe start seeing Adama Barrow government in a different way, Obviously, US is going to do the same thing, and it's going to create a spiral effect. And then now, if they will just be doing wait and see approach. And you know what? I cannot even see Europe renewing payment of ECOMIC longer in Gambia. I cannot see it beyond next year. They're going to stop it. Watch it. They're not going to continue financing ECOMIC in Gambia. Because he or she is serious. So, well, this is the story that I'm going to. So, once we lay hand on this document, we're not going to. Maybe these are classified informations. We're not going to share it on social media, but we will try to read and then we'll share the information with you guys. So, hopefully, we will lay hands on the document. But Gambia was a subject at the Brussels meeting recently, and the reaction was against this draft constitution. It has created shock. It sent shock waves in the diplomatic circles vis-a-vis a country that was supposed to nurture vibrant democracy, now going down the slippery slope of entrenchment of leadership, going down the slippery slope of somebody who wants to stay longer in power, going down the slippery slope of president who doesn't want his powers to be curtailed. Instead, he wants to have that hegemony. He wants to have that dynasty. He wants to have that complete control. So this is an unfortunate situation in Gambia. And this is where I'm going to draw the curtain for tonight's show. Thank you so much for being here. Inshallah, until Saturday. Saturday, I will have a guest. Jalang Bakar, Alaji Jalang Bakar Fati Alpha member Senegal. He will join Bantaba on Sunday at after 8, I think 8:30 UK, Ninfitr Salobatala in Senegal. But we will study analysis before he comes in. He is going to come and talk about things that he knows. I call Melo Adama Baroto, process leading. He has a funny called Alkamu Diamla Furumol Tole. So inshallah, Alaji Jalang Bakar Fati will be coming to Luntamoti. I will Dakar Lemba caller on WhatsApp. He'll be my guest on Saturday. Well, Saturday we will start the program at 7 o'clock UK. And before now, 1 hour 30 minutes analysis we'll have, and then he will come. Nanata, he will be my guest. So tomorrow Wadi Fasani should have his program on Thursday. Obviously, I'll have 2-day break. Inshallah, I should be back with you guys on Saturday. Until then, thank you for being here with me. Allah Baraka. Thank you. I think I'm going to play nice music of Jaliba Kuyate, if I can find it, and then we're gonna wrap up this program there. Allah Baraka. Play Jaliba Kuyate. Allah Baraka. Allah Baraka. Thank you for being here. Okay, thank you so everybody. Thanking me, thank you to everybody. All of you thanking me, thank you as well. Thank you to each and every one of you. Allah barakah. Oh, Drama came back. I should play fuller music. Okay, I will try to do that next time. Allah barakah.
Ale